Oh yeah, definitely gonna have. Definitely gonna edit that out too. But no, uh, oh no, we're supposed to. Well, technically, I mean we are live. We're not showing to.
Be and now we're doing the countdown.
And now we're here. Now we're live. Now we're
We have
here.
a
Now we're
second
in.
webcam up for.
No reason right now.
Yeah,
We
we
should
have-
hold on. I got you. Hold on.
Science, bitch.
If you were listening to the audio only version, Mike is turning off the second webcam.
What second webcam? I don't see a second webcam
Yeah.
on there.
Unknown
Off
second
now.
webcam.
It's just us three for a while.
Like we all have our phone on for a reason. I'm over here. Tech stuff. He's that other stuff. About
Yeah.
that guy.
Come on.
At this.
Well, I'm gonna also be chat guy because I'm just.
Also, that's fine. You
really
both be chat guy.
interested. You're up to
So
199 followers.
199.
Yeah.
Oh,
200
one more.
today.
Next followers 200. Big 200 wins something.
Giveaway. We give
Big
away
ol'
advice.
thank you from everybody.
Nice. We give away advice, and it's gonna be
Be great, great
best advice
advice.
you've ever
Wink, wink.
heard.
All right. So anyway, this is Help Us Podcast episode 10.
And
This is the Big 10. This is the one. If you're going to be number 200 to follow, it
10.
right here.
time to
Boom.
hit that follow or sub. You
Or
want to hit
sub.
the sub
Hey,
and follow.
you could be. I don't even know what sub number I am. 'cause
Follow.
I've lost some considering the extensive time I took off. While
Have you hit
sadly,
200 before?
there's no, because it does. I haven't lost followers. I lost
Oh yeah.
Got to 389 and then stopped.
subs.
Follower.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh,
I was,
I was
about to say,
like,
what the
followers.
fuck?
Why in the
Followers.
fuck would you ever stop at that
Yeah.
point?
Whole nother
You're
world
like,
right there.
yeah, I was just,
If I was, netting
bringing
like
in like,
700 a month,
yeah,
off
they'd be,
of
yeah,
just casting, I would have
Yeah.
totally kept doing that.
that'd be fucking
No,
nuts.
gamers are notoriously poor, so
Of course.
unless they view
I'm notoriously
Ninja
poor.
Stream or someone.
Gamer.
had to grind it out, and he had to be a pro beforehand, and still didn't get recognition.
Well, it's
And
'cause
then
it was
eventually,
COD.
oh, it was Halo.
Oh, it was Halo?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, yeah, that's.
Name one
That was all
professional
there.
Halo team without just guessing random.
I mean, Velocity. That's because that's.
Cloud9.
Yeah. Like,
Cloud9 before he's on.
okay, well then he was on Cloud9 too. I mean, really, like Optic. I'm sure
Wow, real
Optic
Ninja
had
fans,
one.
You guys
Optic
are.
was around. I'm not a Ninja fan.
I could just say,
I think
yeah.
it's
I mean, you
Pom
could
Pom.
literally
was
just.
around
Yeah, I was gonna say you
Halo.
just say all the big ones. Like, I mean, yeah, they probably.
EG was a big Halo.
Fuck.
Little geniuses.
Yeah,
They're dead. The organization's dead now.
At least have a Europe team.
I don't know. I haven't heard
Like,
about. I haven't
for
heard
like
about it
Smash,
for a
for
while.
like
Been a
Smash and
while.
stuff. For like,
Maybe for Smash. Does that
It's-
really count?
it's
Is it
when
a
they had-
team or is it
Could be.
just fucking? Jimmy just leave you guys? Oh, there.
yeah, I could have sworn EG had a Smash and stuff.
Maybe it's hard because on Smash it's just literally you just have one guy with an EG tag. Hey, I'm EG, and it's like that's all they have now. They can only one dude. It's like $100. Go to the tournament, man. Win us some money. You know, like
Please.
Do it about 10 more times. We might be able to afford another team.
you might be able to afford another team
I
member.
actually might be able to afford to pay you.
You know what?
No, it'd be to
Actually
pay
have a
you.
salary.
You hit 10 more times, we'll be able to fly you out to a different place because right now you can only play local.
Tell you what,
Yeah.
win
On
this,
turn-
win
on
this,
online
and
tournaments.
next time we have a tournament, we'll pay you to go.
Yeah.
Like you, no
paying
expense.
How much you
on
gonna
the
pay?
side.
How much you gonna pay me? I was like, how much you gonna pay me? It's like, what, prize money?
Yeah,
That we're gonna pay you that.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
After we take our cut of
yeah,
100%
of 100%.
You have to
There's
buy your own
$5.
equipment, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Your peripherals, everything like that, it's all yours. If you could actually reach out to a clothing for us and
Yeah.
see if I'm pretty sure we have some iron-ons if you want to try those.
Yeah, just get it. All right, here's the thing. Go to Hobby Lobby, get yourself a blank shirt. All right, we got some
White
little
t-shirt.
iron-ons. We're gonna iron on the EG logo for you. Boom! Look at that. You look professional, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah. By the way, we have no sponsors. They all dropped us.
I still laugh when I went to CPL when I was 17 and we had our shirt, or like they look like they do now, like the logo.
Yeah.
Like SK and 3D existed then. And
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Complexity, and
SK.
they had like
SK
all these
still around, too.
logos, and we were just.
Yeah,
Name
that's
on the
always the best, though.
back.
That's the best. Like
It
when
was
you
like,
see all
look
these
at all
people.
this space for sponsors,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
you
okay,
want
guys.
your logo on here?
My
What?
wrestling team when we
Give
used
us
to
a
go to like
shout.
wrestling tournaments, like my very first one, Semper Fi Wrestling. And so we'd go to like all these places that were like super. These guys have been around the organization. Every parent is like throwing in on like the money and the counseling and all that. And we go and we have like hoodies that just say like with iron-ons like Semper. All these other kids and like Nike like sponsor, and then like
Could have got like a
Under Armour.
POW
Yeah.
hoodie or something. You know, I mean, they already make hoodies with Simplify on them. You could have got those. You don't have to get iron-ons.
Yeah, and they have like USA Wrestling, like nice joggers, stuff like that. Like they just look decked out, and you're just showing up and like.
Very
and
clearly. We all
of
just came from the
all of our
fucking
singlets
DAB.
are like hand-me-downs from like Play It Again Sports.
Yeah.
Like we just bought. Somebody
Yeah,
else has
yeah.
already sweated in these and worn these, and
Damn,
you're
I
just
thought
like.
we were really cool walking in here, but apparently,
yeah, dude. We're the
nowhere
trailer park of the
near.
wrestling
Yeah.
community.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, but then if you win, you feel so much better
Yeah,
when you
no,
beat
yeah,
anybody
yeah,
at
no, it
all.
did. Yeah, it did.
Because then you're just like, yeah, fuck you. Like,
What sucks for
give me your clothes.
It was like I was like the only
what
older
size
kid.
shoes are those, man?
I was like the only older kid, so everybody else was younger. So like I would win, but all the other younger kids, they had no idea what they're doing because they're learning how to wrestle. So it was
Right.
like I like more or less was like,
Already been
yeah, I can
wrestling with your
wrestle. They're like,
demons for
why
so
are
many
you?
years.
Why are you with these people? Why are you with them?
Yeah.
Like this is. like,
Take me
"Take
away.
please. What side of town do you practice on? I'll go. Just convince my dad for the gas. We'll get there. I swear. That was like the whole time with that. Ty, if you want to pull up that on the cam.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
we don't.
yeah,
we talk about
we have no
whatever,
topics set
man. We
yet.
literally talk about fucking everything,
Everything, yeah.
and nothing.
nothing in
At this-
particular.
No,
Oh, yeah,
no,
we
not
just
at
started
all.
when you guys walked in.
Yeah,
to it, though.
I've got some really serious things to say. By that I mean nothing.
He has
Yeah.
nothing. It's
By
fine.
that I mean I have no idea what we're even about to talk about.
So anyway, that Elton John is
I heard Elton John's gay. What?
Didn't they jack off next to each other?
mic drop.
Yeah. Did they jerk off? Maybe.
Maybe they did.
That's where Louis C.K. learned it from.
Yeah.
Elton John.
They all just got together and were just circle jerking.
So, God, what the fuck? This is.
Escalated.
Has it? I feel like it's escalated so fast.
This did?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah. Well, we need some topics.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't want to jump right into it.
You
but-
don't wanna
mentioned
jump right into it,
you-
okay.
You wanted to
That
talk
doesn't-
about Elon Musk's banter with.
Yeah.
There's nothing just
That's
shouts
true. It's
successful
still-
podcast
still-
than just stealing
just
Since it came out,
Harry
that was,
Potter from their own
that was
podcast.
last
Ripping
week,
up.
right?
yeah.
Yeah, so it's still been the #1 podcast episode on top like
There's-
100 on Apple, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure others. Top 100 on Apple and
Yeah.
all those, like still #1 listened to.
Yeah. It's fucking
Yeah, you've
crazy.
got One of the very few geniuses of our era just sitting down and
Bullshitting.
briefly smoking a
Yeah.
blunt and just bullshitting for a couple
Literally
hours.
one hit.
So good too.
Literally one hit from it. Just. Oh.
It doesn't even matter. And
That's
Joe,
enough for
Joe
me.
like dresses up all nice. And
He did. He
and-
dressed dress shirt and everything.
Well,
He's
how
like,
many other guests feel like
Wait.
when they come
Yeah,
on?
then
he
They see
didn't
like,
leave the
oh, he's
pot.
wearing a
Fuck you,
t-shirt.
Joe.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, Joe.
He
I'm
didn't
outta
leave the
here.
pot out of it. He's like, I'm gonna look fucking nice and get blazed.
yeah. And it wasn't just like the
And
regular
get drunk.
fucking bullshit of, he'd be like, if they're smoking, he'd be like, oh yeah, like they'll just figure a joint. That was like a fucking Cheech and Chong, like big motherfucking blunt.
We rolled
Like,
probably.
Yeah, I don't think he rolls
I
them.
think he was just
There.
convinced because he's talking to somebody with just a much higher IQ than him that like I need to get blazed so I can try and like
Maybe, yeah, that's kind
stay on
of
target with this dude.
right. That was
Needs some
definitely.
really creative thinking.
There was times when he was saying stuff. Oh, when Elon was Joe, and Joe was just like had to just take it and just be like, yeah,
Man.
Like, yeah.
What,
really?
what else
Damn,
about that?
yeah, like,
Yeah.
can you explain that for like us regular people,
Yeah.
us fucking Neanderthal that can't understand your fucking genius brain? It's
And he
like,
does
Right.
though. He does though.
Yeah, and he
He's
does.
Like,
He does really
he's like,
good.
all right, and without hesitation. Like he doesn't have to think about it. He just talks. He's like, I can say this. I can say this.
I only listen to small because my thing is I listen to podcasts when I fall asleep.
Yeah.
And this week was really rough, so I'd be like, I'm gonna listen to it, and then I'd like go in 5 minutes
Oh,
and then
yeah,
just
yeah.
black out.
he doesn't have it like, yeah, his voice is like real monotone and quiet.
He does not sound like he is not a confident speaker. Like he's just
Talks
so
about why.
I think it's just the
nonchalant.
fact
Talks
that
about why.
I think it. Yeah, he talks about why, but I mean, it's just like one, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't care to try to be confident. He doesn't have to. He knows that he's
He almost
successful.
seems disinterested in everything. Like he's
Kind
just
of.
like, nah, you know.
Sort of. I think
Like, isn't
like
that
he's
like a
already
genius thing?
he's
Like, his
already
mind is-
been
Yeah.
he's already thought
He's so
everything
far-
through,
yeah,
and he's just like
he's ahead of us. He's thinking
whatever.
about shit that like we don't think about.
Is he like the like uncharismatic version of Doctor Strange really at that point? Like I've already
Kind
seen
of.
all the paths we can take here.
kind of yeah.
So I mean it's just whatever at this point.
Yeah, instead of acting, he's just doing math.
Oh my gosh! Oh, we can
probability
talk
and
about
shit.
that. You just brought that up. I have something. Did you guys see that they leaked Avengers 4 plot? Oh
Yeah,
shit!
I didn't want to look at any of
Don't
it.
spoil
Oh.
it. Don't spoil
No,
it.
it's just
Look
it's
at
not
any of
like
it.
it's okay. So it's not confirmed spoiled.
Right, but it's a
Utterly
Doctor
predictable
Strange
already,
like
Nope, has nothing to do.
Stone.
With, has nothing to do with
Oh,
Doctor Strange.
Okay.
It has everything to do with Professor Hulk and sling rings and going back in the time for the quantum realm and people dying and it. I can tell. I like it's theory. I don't want to
Right.
confirm it.
Where'd you see it on?
It's YouTube, but it's through
Yeah,
like
well,
the
yeah, it's
comics.
YouTube.
Comics explained.
Okay.
The Onion.
Pretty,
Onion.
pretty-
Okay, yeah. 100%.
pretty reliable guy when it comes
Yeah.
to like getting his information.
I mean, it's he's mostly theory, right? Like
I mean, but
'Cause he's like,
he
I've read
says
the
it,
books.
He's like, this is a very trustworthy source.
yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
And he says that the last time that he got like insight, it was very like almost like right, like not the exact same path and like how the movie planned out, but
Yeah,
it was
pretty
like
close.
those.
Okay.
Ant-Man plays a major part in this movie,
I'll have to go see Ant-Man and Wasp.
which
Just
is weird.
for
If
the
he
I,
plays
reason.
I
such a
haven't
major,
seen that either.
I haven't.
if
yeah.
Ant-Man plays such a major
They
part,
were like, it's. Everyone said it
Why would you
wasn't
not-
that good.
why would you not encourage his movie?
But it's
like, why would you
important.
not make sure? Yeah,
Watch for that. Like,
Yeah.
that's all. It's
bad
basically
is it,
filler
you
for
know?
understanding.
yeah. They were just like, well, and the thing that was weird is that, like, it's not that bad. Like a 60%. Like people are like, I give it like a 6 out of 10 or whatever. Like it's funny like the other one, but it's nothing new. So it's basically just like watching the first one. So
That's the
what?
problem when they make all these sequels is you can't have the Avengers doing all that crap with that epic. That's like the finale.
There's
that
one
you're
thing I
wanna
waiting-
talk
you're
about.
waiting, and then you release a movie that's before that plot
Yeah.
line that's
Yeah.
not as exciting.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna suck.
Right. Well, it's like, and you have to have that. There's always got to be that come down from it that like you can't just be up here the whole time, right? Yeah, because
Yeah.
then there's no build up, and then you're just it
Reset-
loses
reset
that.
the bar.
Well, you
reset
just
the
explain
bar.
it because now it's all a ploy just to set up for the other one. Because it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
mediocre movie, and like, oh, when are they gonna make that Avengers?
Right. Yeah. It's like I
sequel
just want to
again?
see what that last part
Sequel
is,
number
man. I just want to
7,
see
and
it.
then You get there. I
Yeah.
had a lot of things I didn't like about the last Avengers movie, but yeah,
Really.
Really?
just things with the plot, like they're held back by. I mean, it's stupid complaints, but realistically, cut off his hand. They're just
I
Right, yeah,
explained
yeah.
that. So Jimmy also said cut off his hand, and that's a big thing. But when it comes to like a movie and like stuff like that, when it comes to comics and stuff, because there's many times you read a comic, you're like, oh, well, they could have done this.
Yeah.
It's all about the character development. Thor didn't want to just end everything. He wanted Thanos to feel the pain that he felt and like see like I'm going to kill you kind of thing. Like yeah, he like great battle strategist, but he's enraged. He's not the character in the movie is not going for like clear thought war battle like strategic mindset. Man is going to like get revenge, and revenge, as we all know, is something that blindsides us, and we get that rage. It's just like fuck. And even when he comes down through the lightning,
What are
he's
you
like,
talking about? Oh, Thor or Quill? Because
Thor.
Quill was the one that had the crazy rage because of.
oh yeah, no, Thor's too, because he killed Loki.
Oh,
and when
yeah,
he comes down and they shoot through in the last battle, spoilers by the way, but when he
Thanks,
comes through,
Buddy, haven't watched it. No,
well,
just
when he
kidding.
comes down, the first thing he says when he comes down and like the lightning and everything, he says, "Bring me Thanos." Like that's all he cares about. He doesn't care about any of these puny like army people or anything like
Right,
that.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
strictly
yeah.
going for Thanos,
Yeah.
and that's why he goes to like stab him instead of like hunting off the gauntlet. He's not worried about the gauntlet.
Yeah.
He's worried about getting revenge.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
That's my main argument for that.
Right.
Fair.
And
I
it's
mean-
a movie.
Yeah, I get the whole. That's what I say is it's a movie, but it's just
Right.
like,
Because I mean, in the comics, I wouldn't have built up that much anyway. It'd just have been like he got everything. They try to fight him, realize they can't do it, and they just like boom, everybody's like half everyone's gone, and like all right,
He's a major part in the next movie.
yeah, of
What it
course,
sounds like.
who does?
Or Thor,
like
yeah.
a big part, and so Captain America.
yeah.
Oh, wait, what the hell is going to happen to Chris Hemsworth's career after Thor's no longer a thing?
It's
That's
gonna
been, like,
be-
the backbone of his
I
acting.
mean, he's made so much money, he really doesn't.
Yeah, he'll just
He
be.
owns his own business.
He'll be, what happened to Gerard Butler?
Yeah, that's a
At
good.
the end, he
Nicolas Cage. You become a Nicolas Cage.
he just started doing like romantic comedies where he's like kind of a tough guy,
was
but
before.
like
Well, then he did
before.
that one cool movie with Jamie Foxx.
oh yeah,
The
that was
Preacher?
good.
Yeah.
No,
Like, Law
Citizen.
something, unlawful
Law-abiding
citizen.
citizen. That was
That
good.
was so long ago. That was
That was
not even
good
towards
though.
the end of his
That was
career.
good though.
But
What has
still,
he done? What has he
was
done?
in-
What's he done?
He does a lot of indie movies. And he does shows too.
Okay,
He
so
used to do a show.
that's what Chris Hemsworth's gonna do. I hope not.
I don't think so because they have their own business.
He's a big
business.
enough
They have a family
face,
business.
and he's shown that he can get like cut enough, just make girls love him no matter what. So I think they'll just be like, bam. Well, no. Well, I guess both of them, but Hemsworth more specifically. And he's Australian, so like they fucking
Dude, Australians are
they're a different
got some
breed, man.
Studs that can act. 'Cause,
They
like,
are a
I was
different
talking to
breed.
Emma about that. I'm like Hugh Jackman, Mel Gibson, Chris Hemsworth, like Nicole Kidman's from Australia, I believe. You start going through that list, and it's like, damn, do the Americans have any good-looking dudes that are acting right now? Like seriously, we're
acting.
outsourcing everything to Australia.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
say if you just say good looking, like
Well,
I'm right here.
we've got them. It's just they don't last
Brad
as
Pitt.
long. We got
Tom
Brad Pitt,
Cruise.
and when's the last? Like Brad Pitt's last movie, Deadpool 2. Does that count? Does that count?
I didn't even
Brad
realize that
Pitt's
was
last-
him until
I know. No, I
I
just
saw
said-
it right
got
when it
through
shot.
it.
no, I definitely saw it, but it was like, was that really him? Was it really? And then it was like, I gotta watch the credits, and I watched. And it's like, yep, all right, I was right. That was him.
Yeah.
Funny enough.
You know what movie? When I saw somebody, mainly just want to
Trying to
face you
see.
guys. This isn't even me trying to be
Okay,
weird about it, but
weird.
the one role it took me the entire film in the credits to see who it was, and I had no idea until the end, which is just ridiculous once I read it.
Or if you say Terry Crews.
Very close. Tom Cruise
Oh,
in Tropic Thunder.
oh, yeah.
I
okay.
had no idea. I was like, this dude is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, who is this
Who
guy?
is it?
And then at the end, yeah. At the end, it was like Tom Cruise. And in the theater, I was like, no fucking way.
Dude, they did so good in that movie to make people not look like people.
Oh,
you know?
well, and it was like Tom
You like
Cruise.
the money guy?
Yeah.
Isn't
He was
there
like
like
a
a
He's the
bunch of
CEO. He's the
executives.
CEO guy with the bald.
The whole film, I had no idea that was Tom Cruise. I was just like, who is this dude? And the funny thing was, when they went to him to be like, hey, we want you to play this part, and he read it, and he's like, that's hilarious, sure. And he's like, I want to be bald and really hairy,
Yeah.
really stocky and fat. And they're like, yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you.
Whatever you need,
And that
we'll do it.
dance was his idea,
Yeah, at the very end.
and intermittently throughout the movie.
Yeah, I guess throughout the movie.
I was just like, dude, that is the shit.
Fucking that movie. I need to watch a movie again, man.
On Netflix.
I know. I need to watch a movie
Jack
again.
Black
Man.
is hilarious.
He's
too.
so. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'll work the shaft.
Yeah.
Fear the
Stroke
balls.
Yeah.
Swallow the gravy. Get that over here.
He is one of the best, like, can be a good, like, adult actor for kids and a terribly good
yeah.
actor for adults.
Yeah. And it
He also
almost
just
plays
doesn't
off
care
each
about his
other.
acting career. He just does a lot.
Yeah.
Whatever he wants to. Does like a lot of whatever he wants to.
Yeah, yeah.
Man,
He just doesn't
I can't
care.
think of a movie that's like bad with him
What is
in
that
it.
new movie he's about to come out in?
The
Something
kid- yeah, the
Magic in the
kid's, like,
Closet or
haunted
something.
thing, yeah.
House with Clock.
Yeah, The House of the Clock
House built.
or Orange or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
House
I
made
mean,
of clocks. That's
it look-
I won't
House
go
made of
see it.
clocks.
I probably won't
but
go see it, but
I
I
had
bet
a
you.
kid,
It's
I'd
from, the,
go
it's from
see
the
it.
same
Yeah.
people who made Goosebumps.
Oh,
Goosebumps
it'll
that he
be
was
pretty
in.
good then.
Same movie that he was in. Up, just up. You just gotta push it up.
You don't gotta jerk it off.
Well, I heard you say,
How
like,
this
work the
works.
shaft. And
Yeah,
quit
he's
it.
like, work the shaft. No, dude,
I'm
don't worry
excited
about
over
it.
there. Ricky, what up, brother? Spartacus 260.
Spartacus is going on, man. Hope the game's going well.
Spartacus.
Spartacus.
I haven't played
1-6. He's from Cleveland. I already
I
know
haven't
whose side
played
you're
with
on,
him.
man.
Is he a Fortnite guy?
Yeah.
He's never in your lobby.
He is sometimes. It's usually later though. Never really.
I haven't played with him.
Yeah, you haven't played with him yet. One day, soon enough. No. Not on a Thursday at this time. No. No.
Not at all.
Okay. Now I'm just getting trolled.
I'll go do it.
What is going on? Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Step away from the toilet.
And they're like watching.
All right. Hold on. Calm down now. on podcast sponsored by Bud? Nah, man. Not sponsored by anything, really. If you know anybody that wants to sponsor this
If
way,
Bud wants to sponsor the party.
yeah, it'd be weird because
I don't know if he's talking about Bud Light or like Bud.
I don't know. I think
I'm guessing
Bud
like
Light,
Bud
but
the
I-
plant.
maybe yeah. A
Oh, yeah, Bud
Powerade.
Light. Yeah,
They're actually Keystones,
I have a Powerade.
but not sponsored by them. Unless they want to pay us, in which case, yeah.
Podcast
Not even
brought to you
pay us.
by
Just give me free
Powerade.
Keystone. Like, hey, like once a month you can get a free 30 pack. I'm down.
Yeah.
Good enough for me, man.
Alright,
I'm
We'll
sold.
put the fucking box like we'll just start putting.
I'll
on the
just there'll be a
walls.
little banner at the very bottom that just like scrolls across. It just says Keystone over and over, and it's just like that's it. Or
That
we'll just
is
do.
our
We'll take.
keystone statement of the podcast.
We'll take like every like 30 minutes to an hour. We'll just do like a little mini commercial for Keystone. Or we'll shoot our own commercials for it, like real shitty quality commercials. Like, yeah, buddy, what's up? Get the little thing. It's like, oh, that's Keith Stone over there. Oh, he's always smooth.
It'll be something just straight out of like 90s animation where you're just like getting the mic ready and then you just like open the can and just look at the camera.
Case of a new poor generation. Taste of
Keystone.
not free health.
Your cost-effective solution.
Yeah, your cost-effective solution.
Get drunk with pennies.
We're just like, ah, damn it, I cut myself. You need to go to the doctor? Nah, man, just throw me a stone. It's like, start chugging. That's all of it. Yeah, that's our tagline. It's a Keystone, your cost-effective solution. That'd be great. That would be fucking awesome.
You're gonna see it on one of their commercials. Their advertising execs just finds the
And they
VOD.
send Keith Stone to the podcast.
I guess your noise gate's too high.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
You gotta make love to that mic constantly.
No. I'll get it. Hold on one sec. Anyway,
Live editing, yeah. Totally not.
so do you got anything? Have you looked anything up at all or no?
I mean, I'll wait till Justin gets back.
I
I
mean-
found some things, but
Fuck
is
Justin.
Justin not coming back?
So at this point, I think you just take
Bathroom? I
Wait,
was
or is
like,
it-
what the fuck's
no, that's
going on
Ty.
in the bathroom?
But
You see if I'm
try
trying to
something
think.
else, yeah. Okay. I
Well-
saw, I mean, just to go off of the Marvel movie stuff, that Venom is more than likely going to get an PG-13 rating now instead of R.
That is disappointing as
It's a little
hell.
disappointing. But the reason why is because they're doing it so it makes it easier on them to do a crossover, like bringing him over with Marvel people, like being able to bring Spider-Man into it and whatnot. They're like, oh, it's kind of hard to bring Spider-Man into a universe where like villain that he's up with is like
Rated
actively
R stuff.
eating people. You know, like, nom, 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 nom. Oh,
He's sitting there in the chair
shit.
like, I'm gonna eat your kidneys.
Yeah, who you're just
Totally
like,
over-
your face looks so delicious. I mean,
Yeah.
he can still say that. They just won't show him eating the guy's
Oh,
face.
that's
Like they were kind of promising that they were going to show that.
Tom Hardy doesn't
But-
look like he's trying at all to act in that film either. He's like, oh yeah, sorry, gotta
I think it'll be all right
Parasite.
for.
It'll work
other
great
reasons.
for the film. I think Tom
We'll
Hardy's
see. We'll see how it
awesome.
goes because every time I see a new trailer for it, I think it looks better and better, which is like I guess how it should be.
No, it's-
Just the first trailer, everyone was super excited, and I was like, that looks like shit. The fucking CGI looks like garbage. Like it was just like it showed him and like on the motorcycle, and like the symbiote's supposed to grab the motorcycle, but it didn't show that part. So it was just like him like fucking 5-star frog splash, and like the middle of the air. And then all of a sudden, this motorcycle just sucks up to his chest, and it's like, the fuck out of here. What the fuck? But I don't know.
happened to your other shirt?
I don't like the way it felt on me.
I didn't really find any good current talking about the hurricane.
Yeah, ooh, hurricane. Whoa, you know what? Move to the middle of the fucking
guy I was playing
country. You're fine.
The guy I was playing with last night.
Just kidding.
He was just like we were. I figured out he was like played for like 2 hours on blackout, and then out of nowhere I was like, "Hey, where are you from?" He's like, "Georgia." I was like, "Don't you have like huge hurricane about to hit you?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, aren't you like, shouldn't you like preparing or anything? He's like, I'm gonna stay inside. Yeah, but like,
Mainly, I mean, it's supposed to run.
nah, he was like, yeah, I don't have to work, so I'm not really worried about it. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, fine. Like, you got me.
Got a bunch of pizza rolls. I'm ready.
Got a bunch of pizza rolls. Like, we're good. I'm set.
Fair. How is Blackout?
It
Really?
is- Yeah, dude, I haven't. Like, I was excited. I was excited for like Call of Duty, like that general
Yeah,
excitement that I get.
Put it
you
in the
know?
background.
Like,
you can
know,
still
like,
listen.
Obviously, like I've played it. Obviously, I've played it before, and I was just kind of like hyped for it. Then like I started playing it, and can't stop playing it. Called in.
Kind of called in. He called in
Like, I'm sorry.
later. Like, I'm supposed to go in at 6. He's like, I'm going to be in at 8. And then
Because I just wanted to
I'm
play
going to
more.
close at 10. So it's like, all right.
But
You're
it's-
that guy that just gradually calls in.
Yeah.
Did you even go in?
Yeah, I did. They had everything done.
Yeah. Well, what are like some pros and? I mean, you didn't really like Fortnite.
Oh yeah, no. So they're definitely. It's not like a perfect, especially like so as far as smooth as it runs, it's super smooth for a beta, especially like
And this is on
But-
PC or console?
console. Haven't had a servo over. Have tomorrow. It might have a server.
I don't. Hard because on the PC front, which is how I'm looking at it, I don't find comfort in it being. I know that's good. It's important for console players, but I personally don't find that comforting because it's very easy to optimize a game for.
Well, I think
Better
they're already.
hardware.
Yeah. See, well, I think no. I don't think they optimized it. I 100% do not think they optimized it for PS4 and like consoles. I think the game itself is 100% made for because the problems that are on console have on PC because it's all gameplay
Well,
problems.
I played the multiplayer beta, not Blackout, but actual
Oh,
game.
yeah, yeah.
and
That's
that
made for
ran,
console.
That
That's made
ran
for
like
console.
crap.
That's made for console. For this game, for like Blackout, so like the problems is like when you pick up items, you have to hold square, and square is like a thing. And it's basically your action button. You have to hold it, and like there's and like people are complaining about it, but Eric is like, we're not changing that. We did it for a reason for optimization in general. So like if you take it to PC, action button does not take like not going to be a problem. You can tap it, move on to the day. And the looting system also kind of a pain. They have like a quick thing that you can like quick change and stuff like that, which would be easy. But like if you want to change something on your gun in inventory, you're better off just like dropping the gun and restarting, adding attachments because it's such a fucking pain. I don't want this scope. I want to drop this scope so it's not my inventory anymore. You have to be like switch and like triangle. Like fucking, it's a pain in the ass to do that.
Well,
Other than that, shooting in the game feels great. Feels like Call of Duty. Plus, now that there's bullet drop, like it's not insane bullet drop, which because the map is 4x4, so it's not like huge. Mid game isn't like a fucking holy shit, where's everybody at kind of thing.
right.
Always action going on. Your gut, like the sounds probably a major thing. Trucks sound like
Vehicles in the game.
yeah, there's vehicles. They run smooth. That's another thing. They run really smooth. Like it's not like clunky or anything like that. And when like say like if you're in the vehicle and you're driving, like you think that it would look like you're driving and then like skipping or anything like that.
Right.
Like it runs really smooth. Not like PUBG where you're just like vehicle there, get moving. Like helicopters fly really smooth.
Helicopters?
Yeah, yeah. Just a helicopter. You don't get a shoot like for transport.
Oh, it's just for trans.
All the vehicles are transportation.
Part of Chris ones, he's asking you this because you're the one who's played it. How fast do you die in the new COD compared to, let's say, PUBG,
Time to kill is probably
the BR?
Yeah, yeah. So no, they're gonna be the same. Same like death.
Okay. I know reviving is way
if you have
fast.
armor in the game is pretty busted right now, but I mean level 1 spawn. But they just nerfed level 3. If you have level 3, don't die quick unless it's like all headshots. Then you die pretty quick. Body shots are like probably 4.
all headshots.
Like if
How
they're not
many-
all headshots,
Like if you have level 3
you're-
armor, you get like level 3 armor is the only one where your head is protected. And you
Okay.
take like 2 shots and then it breaks.
Takes 2 shots to take off head armor.
It's like a riot
Crazy.
helmet. It's a riot helmet.
Like you have that
Better-
fucking.
Is it made out of like titanium alloy?
You look
Yeah,
like a juggernaut.
actually,
You know what a
it's
juggernaut is? You ever see the juggernauts? You look like that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You wear that shit, like you look like you're like you can see. You don't have to be zoomed in. You can look at someone and be like, that person is a, and they're fucking a mile away. I'm not fucking with that guy. Very
Goddamn
obvious.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
And honestly, you do. Like it.
I
You
know.
look-
I've seen it.
Like you
Made
look
me
like a
think of
fucking bulky
Ghostbusters.
bitch, like running
yeah,
through.
yeah,
That is something that I love.
Recoil in the game?
yeah.
They like the attachments in the game are a major part to like the gunplay. If you don't have a stock on your gun, recoil is like stocks like spawn pretty frequently, but recoil on most of the guns is like, especially ARs. The heavy assault rifle spawns way. Titan, it's like
Oh yeah, yeah,
LMG.
yeah. And it, but
I
that
don't
kick
know.
on that looked like nothing. I guess
No,
he had
it's-
the stock
yeah,
on
if
it.
you have
Yeah.
the stock, it's good.
But it
And
was
if you
it
have
was
the
just
stock-
like
if you have a stock and a scope. If you have the iron sight though, that thing is like,
Okay,
what
yeah,
is
yeah.
happening?
Yeah, that's fair. Because who was I watching? It was either Doc or Shroud or Nate or somebody. Yeah, and they were using it like a bunch. I think it was Shroud. 'Cause he's like, I'm just gonna use this Titan. And he was like, I was like, dude, no. Like I'm used to.
Fine.
I'm used
Single
to.
tap, it is accurate.
Well, I mean, like it just maybe it was single
it
tap
has the
because there's like
heaviest ammo, so it does like one of the
chit,
most damage.
Really? Okay, yeah, because it was just like watching. I was like, dude, that's way too accurate. Like he's lighting this dude up. I'm over here from Fortnite, and that's what I imagine like the LMG should be. Is we're like, oh god, it's fucking shooting everywhere. Like I can't hold this motherfucker. And it's like, no, he's like fucking like the guy's running from him. He's like, tet 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 tet. Oh yeah, he's dead. Oh okay, you missed like 2 out of the fucking 6 bullets you just shot.
Right?
I don't know. I'll try it. But
Well, I
we'll
was, like I was telling you, I'm sorry. What I was
You're good,
what
yeah.
I was telling you is I don't want their game. I would pay $15 to have the battle royale.
Yeah.
Team.
Yeah.
I think because of like how successful it's going, I do think that they're gonna release just the black. I do think they're-
eventually.
No, I think like it's gonna be because God does this shit, especially with like guys like their betas. Like they'll have a beta for a week. Like, "Hey, we're gonna throw in another week for you guys because why not?
Yeah.
Like they do this shit last minute just
Don't forget about us.
basically.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
they want-
remember
they want
us
that,
over
like,
here?
They like want to see if they're doing good. They're like, if we do good, like we'll throw it out there for them. But it's like if it does bad, like why should we? Kind of,
Yeah, then we'll
it's
just
a
we'll
shitty way
gut
to
it.
look at things. It's a shitty way to look at it because you think just be upfront with people. You'll on longer. I definitely think with how successful the game is, kind of like the past. If you look at the past, like pods that have came out, they've released 2 games at a time, anyways. Didn't work before they came out with the remaster. Came out the. They keep doing this like double
Yeah.
project thing. I think the Blackout.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just
If anything, it'll be a $15 game.
Yeah, and if it was $15, 100% PUBG's dead. Boom, right then.
PUBG's dead when the game
That's
comes out.
half the price. I mean, like 100% though, because
Did
like
you see
because
the
right now though
viewership
the
on
thing
Twitch?
is
Viewership on Twitch, PUBG wasn't even up there.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Far
why,
down.
there's no reason why it would be up there right now for sure, because Blackout just came out.
I still laugh when Fortnite started. They released their BR. And people could play it like day one. I
Right.
downloaded it to play it because I was watching
That's what
people
we
in the
did, yeah.
beta. All my friends, because I was still playing CS all the time. So we had our own Discord, and they're like, "Dude, this game's dumb. Like you can build, and it's all cartoony." It's like I don't want to play a WoW FP. They don't even have first person, so they all love PUBG.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this is gonna kill PUBG. I'm like, PUBG still runs like dog shit. This runs beautifully smooth on launch day. I'm like, all the people that are struggling with 20 FPS and patch notes that spent $30 are gonna come over here.
Right,
Play
for the
this.
free game.
Yeah, and they're like, no way, man, you're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Here we are, and they are literally the League of Legends of BR right now,
Yep.
with that actually the same business model.
Right.
So I
Exactly.
do. One thing that was.
Cartoony,
Cartoony, free to play, but
style.
skins.
Yeah.
You follow Hex on.
At me? Yeah.
Did you see this thing or not? His thing. Hutch, one of Hex.
Oh no, not Hutch. I thought it said Hitch.
Yeah, no, Hex.
Hex. I know Hex.
One of
I
his-
follow
one
Hex
of
and
the old men
Hitch.
of Optic is Hutch, and he was like, he tweeted something. He's like,
Big boy.
Fortnite and Battle Royale do not have to be enemies of each other, and Hex was like, in my world, it has like.
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
there
Like
can be only
yes.
one. But really, if we think about it, 2 different playstyles. Definitely 2
Yeah,
different
yeah, yeah.
playstyles. Like, why
Between-
can't they be?
Because we're petty. As a
Gamers?
human race, yeah, we're fucking petty and we're like, I'm right, you're wrong. And so like my way is better than
I think they're
yours.
both good games though. Like, granted, like I suck at Fortnite. I think that like people that are good at, like I can watch it and I can be like, oh, yeah,
Right.
that's cool. Blackout, I'm good at and I can play it. But like really, when it comes down to it, I'm like, I'm down for both of them to be just successful and change like the way they're both doing that. One started first and one following
Yeah.
footsteps, but like the games are changing and that's cool. That's a cool aspect.
Yeah.
in
I
my-
want to know, is next year is Call of Duty going to come out with a new BR? And like is it going to follow the same road as Call of Duty where it's like, all right, now this next year it'll be
I think they'll just
a
update
different theme or whatever.
Blackout. They'll just update Blackout. They probably got the
Like how
rights.
long until you get to
Because now
the
that
double
Treyarch did it-
jumping?
Now that Treyarch did it,
You know the double
the next-
jumping's going to come.
shoots and stuff.
I think
down
so,
with that.
dude.
No,
Because
we're
like
down with
no, like in the BR, because Fortnite has so many shit like that, that eventually they're gonna be like, all right, what are they doing that we're not doing? Like, and I don't think they should. Obviously, I like that they have helicopters and shit.
Aspect.
My only
Yeah,
concern
but
with COD though
I
is
don't
that
know.
they're very set in their way. You will make a new game. You will be required to buy that new game.
Right.
Play
That's
it.
how we make our money.
Yeah, and play it. You want to be relevant and be in the new? $60. I can almost promise you that Blackout is. I at least I imagine how they're gonna do it is Blackout's gonna be just like a mod, just like Zombie Mod for this release, and then when the new release comes out, they're gonna have Blackout 2.
Right. The new one or
You're
whatever.
gonna be required to get the new game just to play that.
Modern War out.
But I just don't. I don't want to pay $60 to play a mod.
Right.
Just why pay $60 when I can just play Fortnite? and
Hopefully
COD?
Right.
they realize that you shouldn't have to pay that much. They'll do something with it.
Yeah. They just
Hopefully.
definitely. Yeah. It's like they've been
I
doing it for
personally
a
don't care.
long time.
I'm gonna pay whatever.
I don't know. I'll look at it, but I was watching people stream it, and I know it's still in beta, but I was just like, that's not $60.
Yeah.
Oh no, Blackout's definitely not 60.
That's
Not-
the only reason I'd play. Because PC, like multiplayer in COD, has been dead on PC.
Battle Royals are not worth $60 because
Yeah.
I was talking about this because in the game, like you can already tell they're along the path of like and you can already tell they're on that path like already.
Right. I don't know why they wouldn't, but that's the whole thing is why not just make it free and make your money there. Like
Make
it's
that mod
been
free to
shown now
play.
multiple times through companies
COD
that
hasn't seen that amount of money with like microtransactions.
COD doesn't
COD
have.
Black Ops 2.
Yeah, because they have like gun skins, which would be great. Do the gun skin still, but it's like it's not the same shit, especially if you already spent $60 on the game. But it's like anything, if it's free to play, that's how you get the kids first of all a lot of the time, because then it's like, oh shit, it's
Yeah.
free to play. I'm gonna get a new game
I don't
because
have
kids
to
just want
ask
to play the new
mom.
game. Yeah, and so it's like, all right, do that, and then
Asking
it's,
your mom for $5 instead of
right instead of 60, a lot easier. And so it's like, oh yeah, hey mom, can I like $5 or $10 or whatever? Yeah, sure. Here's the thing. Here's my card. No, run it. And then,
Run it.
but yeah, it's just like you.
run it for $5, not
Because it, like,
60.
it'll take a second.
Mom.
It's not your all up front. Give me $60 to play the game, and then everybody
What?
leaves because they're like, "Fuck this! Like I'm done."
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, it might take a second, but once they start to fall in love with the game, and they're like, I can see myself playing this more often. I will sink some money into this now. And instead of you just getting $60 from me, well, now you're getting like $200 from me or whatever. You know, like over time, getting more than 200 every time. But
I like Fortnite did so many things well, and I'm not even good at Fortnite, so I'm not even like extreme competitive fanboy
Right.
at this point. But like you battle pack $10, all those skins plus V-Bucks that you get from just playing,
right,
you get more skins.
you get $10
You really
worth of
don't have
V-Bucks. I
to-
think you get $12 worth
Yeah.
of V-Bucks. So it's like technically you're losing money. Yeah. But yeah, it's like definitely that. You get a shit ton of skins, all the new shit they come out with when it's like, oh hey, check out like this season was like check out the golf thing and the basketball and all that. And then they made like challenges for it and shit like that, which is super cool. The fact that they put a golf course that you could actually use in the game was like just a stupid mini game that's so fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. Like, hey man, we cleared everybody out, right? Let's play a couple holes before we have to run from the storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I love downing somebody like right on the driving point.
Yeah.
And after you down them, you just do the emote and just tee off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, we're done. Okay, I'm just gonna.
All right. So yeah, that's that would be the shit. Reminds me of the Mask. Fucking bad guy in the mask. He puts the fucking he like tees off in the guy's mouth or whatever. One of the bad guys, not even being the main bad guy. Yeah.
It's interesting. See how gaming's evolving with this whole BR thing.
Yeah.
People asked for this decades ago. Like, wouldn't it be cool if there was 100-person free for all?
Yeah.
Like, it's not
Even more than
something
that. Well,
that's,
that's all
groundbreaking.
like. I don't understand. I was talking about this before. How the fuck has Battlefield not done this yet?
Dude, it's beyond. Well, EA is the answer.
Oh yeah, so
that's
that
really
makes
it.
sense.
You want to talk about stale, non-evolving
Yeah,
executives?
that's fair.
But
Yeah, EA sucks. What?
they are as static as it gets.
Oh yeah. God, they're terrible, and they're like, you have so many good titles, like they've just butchered them all. It's just like, that fucking meme with the fucking Grim Reaper walking door to door, and then like all the doors open, the blood running out. Like that's them.
Yeah, much. It's I don't know. They'll still manage to keep revenue no matter what, but like them buying out BioWare was like the bane of my existence
Yeah.
the last few years.
Right.
I found those games and I was like, holy crap! Like this is as close as I get to like D&D and RP for
Yeah,
first-person
yeah.
shooters. And they bought it out, and I played like one.
Fuck.
Like, man, damn it! Like the Star Wars MMO. I looked
Yeah.
so forward
I
to
was
that.
know.
SWTOR.
I was
so down.
I was
for
so
SWTOR.
excited for it. That
I
was
was-
so cool
I haven't been
looking.
that excited for an MMO in a long.
it came
like,
out-
Dude, there's dialogue in the middle of like
Yeah.
an instance, and you can like build your character into something.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, the like starting out. I forget there was another game like that too. It was like Star Wars.
The Old Republic.
Knights of the Old
I don't think
Republic.
so.
It
The
was
one-
basically SWTOR is basically
It's a
Knights of the
single-player
Old
game.
It was a single player game, and
Knights of the Old Republic.
Was
and Knights of
when you were like just a random dude, you didn't even have like
Knights of the
force
Republic.
powers, and then you could like choose your side eventually. Like you were like got
Yeah,
trained, and then
Knights of the Old
is
Republic.
it Knights of the Old Republic?
Yeah.
That, and then there's Jedi Academy.
It's an older.
I thought it was
game.
Jedi Academy, really,
Jedi
but
Academy is where you have your friend and you academy and your plane crash or your ship crashes, giant field, and then your friend ends up getting game. You either join.
okay, yeah.
That is one of the few games I remember getting as a kid was Jedi, or Knights of the Jedi Academy 2.
Yeah.
I had AOL internet.
Oh boy.
MSN Gaming Zone.
Yeah.
And dude, that was some of the coolest like RP like communities I've ever. Because you'd get in like a server with like 12 people, and all these maps always had some like cleared out area with like a scenic view.
Yeah.
And then you just do one-on-ones. Somebody would like walk into the middle and just type in chat like, "You and you go," and then you just walk in with your lightsaber and do all this fancy shit.
Yeah.
Take a stance.
There's a lot of customization of that game.
Yeah. And there was
Color.
combos like WASD combos where you jump in the air and be like with Kenobi you could do like you jump and be like WSADD and then he'd do like a finishing move and it would like crit ridiculously.
Yeah.
And when you're running away you just throw your saber. You could throw it. I don't know if you ever played it, but
I don't think I ever played
you
that
could
one.
throw your saber just in front of you like a boomerang. So when you're like spinning and dodging, you just chuck it at the guy, and then it would come back to you, and then he'd flare it up. Like there was talking about styling on somebody.
Yeah.
That was that game.
Dang, man.
'Cause my
On
aunt-
AOL.
Yeah, my aunt like visited for, and she's a gamer, like played Diablo and stuff. But she visited, and she's like, "What on earth are you playing? That is the coolest." 'Cause I was
Yeah.
just sitting up on this hill watching two guys duel, like using all three-dimensional space and jumping around, and she's like, "This is like watching the movie."
That game was definitely more button mashing. Knights of the Old Republic is like you
RPG.
you hit like circle and
Yeah.
it does the move for you. Kind
Yeah,
of like turn based, only not
It
turn
was
based.
turn based because you'd. Well, you're right because it was more like live turn based
Yeah.
because you'd pick your ability and it would do it in action, just like in WoW when you're fighting something, but you're
yeah.
just like locked on in that space.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
That's what that one was.
It's interesting.
Dialogue was like soldiers like come up to you. Ah!
Yeah.
Like we will fight you.
Yeah.
Ah!
Exactly.
I still miss fucking like that was the whole thing with the MMO, man, was like the idea that you could just beat You could pick. You didn't even have to be a Jedi. You know, you're like, oh, I could be a fucking smuggler or whatever. Like I was a fucking Sith or whatnot. Obviously, I was gonna go with the whole dual sabers. Not the Darth Maul. Actually, I think I went with Darth Maul thing at first. I don't know. I want like 2 sabers. But like the fact you do that one PvP though, I fucking hated the PvP out of the gate. And it didn't make sense to me. We're like, we're gonna throw
PvP in that game
literally
sucked.
everybody together.
Like the game arena thing.
Yeah.
It sucks so
they
bad.
threw everyone. It didn't matter what level you were.
PvP.
We're gonna throw you all together, but we're gonna make we're gonna boost your stats some, so you can kind of like sort of fight them, but you still don't have nearly the same amount of abilities that they do, and like armor still mattered a lot. So it was like, oh, if they have better gear, you're fucked.
Yep.
Just like in WoW, when you hit
balancing.
max level, oh. Well, now you're going against people that have gear, and you don't. You're fucked. And it was like, oh, except for now, this guy's fucking, I think 40 was the max level. It's like, this guy's level 40, you're level 10, you're super fucked. Like,
I remember when I played WoW, Warhammer was the best PvP game I ever played, but when I played WoW with Sky and I got into doing PvP at max and got like the best PvP year you could get, that was fun. But it's like you said though, if they have better like grinding to that point was
so fucking
dumb.
hard, dude. And then like usually when you're doing the PvP thing, it's like, did you have like Sky carry you or anything like going up there? No, you
we
just
both had
grind it out.
Yeah, because he's like,
Okay.
if you want to do it, man, like
We can do it, but
get our
yeah.
asses kicked time and time again until we
Yeah.
randomly play somebody that's our level, and then we can get badges from that.
Right, yeah. God,
You still
that's
get
fucking
badges when you
annoying.
lose,
Right, it's just not nearly as
like
much
one
and
instead of
whatnot.
three
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And I also played in WoD, which was a lot easier than someone playing like 5 expansions ago.
Yeah, that's true.
If there's one game all my friends got into, I couldn't get into it. I don't know what it is about them, because like I like that kind of like play style, like looking at it, like I playing it, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Did you get max level and do
Terrible.
raids or anything?
I would
No.
just like play on Colton's account and just
Oh yeah.
people. And I wouldn't know what I'm doing because I
But
just
yeah,
like,
then you
already
just-
had a max level account.
Right, that's like the shitty thing about when you buy the boost. Like, oh, now we have to give you a tutorial on how
always
to
had
play
a
this
boost,
class. And it's like, okay, fuck. Now instead of like in the game how you gradually now I have this ability, and so you can use it as you're leveling up, and you're like, oh, okay, I kind of see what it's doing, da da da. Now it's like, here's all of them.
Yeah.
You know,
I had no idea what I was
figure it
doing.
out. It's
I
like,
I had fun
Oh,
in
shit.
arena, or not arenas, but like the PV, like 2v2. My buddy Caleb, like we love that shit. Like we could do that for fucking hours, not even like caring if we're winning or losing. Like fucking getting these people, like focus this guy, okay. And I'm like fucking like really just spamming my keyboard, not knowing what I'm hitting. I just know that this does this, and then like if I get CC'd to hit this button, I'm like, all right, boop, ba-doop.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just doing that, and like sometimes we'd win, and I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it was
Outside of
fun.
that.
I had a frost mage when I played. I was Mr. CC annoying.
Yeah.
What?
linking around
Dude, when
everywhere,
Frost
and
Mages
yeah.
were OP as fuck. I know the
I
metas
don't
too.
think they were too OP then, because I'd still
It
get
was like
splashed by
Lich
certain
King, like
things.
Lich King,
Yeah.
they were OP.
But it was fun just to be like, and I'm ice blocked and healing, or and you can't.
It's always
move
fucking
now.
annoying. Yeah, it's just like, I almost got him. Especially being a rogue, it's like, fuck yeah. Then it's like, if you can't kill him in that window, and they're just like, oh, I'm gonna heal all the way up. It's like, and then blink away, and like you're frozen, or like you're fucking stunned or whatever, snared. I'm gonna blink away, and then they just fucking beam you with everything. It's like, well, I can't do anything about this. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, every time there was a rogue that was
Shit.
trying to like sneak on me, I just like blink. I'd be like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, blizzard right behind me, and then I'd
Yeah.
be like, oh hi.
yeah, every time. It's
Crazy, you were trying to go behind me and
Yeah,
crit.
who would have guessed?
But it was still annoying as hell because for them, if they caught me, it was just like
Yeah. Well, it's like,
getting stabbed to death.
right, you have to have the gear too, though. That was a shitty thing. It's
We're on the
like,
same
yeah, I
outfit.
got you, and it's like, oh, I literally can't do enough DPS to fucking kill you. Like, fuck.
Blink, ice block, repeat.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, fuck,
This
dude.
time he won't flank me.
Usually, then it's like they would notice if I didn't kill him. It's like, wait, this guy doesn't have good gear. It's like, it's like, oh fuck no. It's like,
You found my weakness.
yeah, you found my weakness, my everything.
Yeah. I was doing great until you found out I do no damage. That's crazy.
And that's all my class is.
Dude, it raids, like, and I honestly blame Counter-Strike for this, because I think that WoW, when it comes to raids, like, their art design, like, the colors in the game, the
monsters and shit
monsters,
like that.
all that stuff's so cool.
So cool.
But, like, I I was such an elitist in Counter-Strike, and people like follow instructions, fucking listen.
Yeah.
And then I did a rate like I was never geared enough with Skylar, Zach, and Tyler's guild to be in their core.
Like the
So I
yeah.
got like the girlfriends and like
Yeah.
dumb cousins group.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
one I was in, and it like they're so fucking dumb. It's like don't stand to the right, stand to the right.
Yeah.
Just die and wipe, and it's like, dude, I
gonna-
can't.
What, you have add-ons? What are you doing?
I'm gonna mark it for you. You see the skull?
Yeah.
Don't go to the skull, or you're gonna die. I'm going to the skull.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like fuck. I mean, now they just have Raid Finder, which is so you can get that experience
LFR,
without
yeah.
knowing anybody. Yeah,
Still
it's
getting
great.
Really good loot.
Yeah, yeah. It's like,
And you get loot
I
once
thought they
a week.
fixed that. I thought they fixed the loot.
I think you get it once a day,
Is it
maybe.
once a
I
day?
think it's once a day.
You don't have to battle for it
it's
anymore.
been
Or
a
no,
year
no,
or
no,
so
no,
since
no.
I
It might be once a week, but it's per
Grind. It's a
wing
grind.
and all that. So you can get like a few pieces.
I know that.
But it's definitely like, oh, I could just do mythic dungeons and it'll give me better shit.
I just get. I don't know. CS just made it to where I just get really salty for no reason. Try and win at something.
Yeah.
That's why I always try and play duos with you. Is there's like communication. Like I know I'm shit, but at least there's like the efforts
Well,
parallel.
no, yeah. That's what the other night I was like, oh, I feel bad for Matt because like you came in, you played the one game, those guys. You're like, I'm gonna get off for like 20 minutes or whatever. I was like, all right. They came back in and they were still there, and we played again. You're like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to bed, guys. I was like, oh, poor Matt. Matt's so fucking pissed right now. I can just tell. It was like, fuck. He's
Was this when I messaged you on Facebook? Like I'm just gonna go to bed. Good night.
No. I think you said it like in the in-game chat.
Oh.
Or maybe you just even said in Discord, like, we played one game, you're just like, yeah, all right, whatever, guys, I'm just gonna go to bed. And you just fucking, like, you just got off of me, and I was like, yeah, he's fucking, like, he's over it,
There's
man.
just times where I'm like, I'm just not feeling like getting my ass kicked.
Yeah, that's true, too. And it is sometimes, there's certain times I'll be like, man, I'm like, a lot of times I'm cool to just play around and dick around, but I have to be in that mood where I'm like, I'm just gonna start doing some really weird, funny shit, and if it works out, it's gonna be really awesome. But at the same time, like, it shouldn't work out, so if it doesn't, whatever, you know, like, and then sometimes it's like, fuck, man, I haven't won in a while, I need to win.
Well, part of me is
Like-
like the reason I even stopped streaming too is like I'm not on a level yet where it's really worth watching. Like most players, if they play enough to where they want to watch a Fortnite stream, they're gonna watch me and be like, better than this guy. Why am I here?
Boost their ego, you know.
I guess. So I was like, I should probably learn the game and be able to hold my own at least on like an average level before I even worry about
Right.
streaming it.
Yeah.
So while I'm trying to, I guess that's like going in it for the lulz. I can do that occasionally, but I'm still like, well, I want to get better.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
trying to. I mean, I'm not even trying to like. It's just so many instances where I'm just like, what? Because I'll go into a solo game when you're not on, and I'll get like 9 kills. I'm like, all right, here we go, improvement. And then I'll play another one and like just fucking whiff. And
I know.
up, and
I
it's
hate
like,
that. I hate that
damn it.
feeling. You're like, because like your
I thought
next
I was
game, I'm on
good.
fire.
Yeah.
I'm about to fucking murder, and then it's just like you don't get a gun or some stupid shit, or you get a gun and it's like got a fucking gray tack and it did 8 damage, and
I even did,
Oh.
and I saw this in so many streams and never pulled it off. But I actually boxed a guy and trapped him
yeah,
and killed him. And I was like, I did that shit. I've
Yeah,
seen
that was me.
done
I
to
did
me
it.
several times. And I
Yeah.
finally did it to somebody else, and he wasn't an absolute potato. And
yeah.
I'm like, I'm learning this game, and like the next one, I had
Shit
8
on.
kills in a solo game, and I was in a field, and that was the first time I had the new legendary Silent Scar.
Oh,
which
yeah,
apparently
yeah.
You're not supposed to spray with.
No, there is no spray, man.
Yeah, that is a
Laser.
Fucking laser, yeah.
And so I was spraying him because you're not supposed to do that. And he was out in the field, flanked him, got rid of his shields. He turned on me, I built, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna rush him because I'm trying to get better at that. I took one step off, and then I hit the wrong button and started drinking a shield potion with nothing in front of me, and just got lasered down immediately. And I'm like, and there goes my game.
I hate getting into the build battle so much, and then like just fucking up to be like, either I'll build the wall in front of me when I'm not trying to, you know, like I'm like, or like I move too far forward, so instead of the wall being in front of my ramp, it comes up and you know it's in my face. I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn it.
Let me break that real quick so I
Yeah,
can
it's like,
continue
oh, I
doing what
guess
was
I have to go this way now. And so like I'll
Yeah.
turn, you know, oh, do it again, son of a bitch. All right, now I'm just build battling myself. This guy's probably sitting at the bottom like laughing his ass off. No, but it's like that, or like trying to do something and I build a ramp on top of me, and all of a sudden I'm fucking stuck under my own ramp. I'm like, oh shit. What the fuck? I guess this is over. I gotta just drop down to the ground now and hope that I can fucking,
Start
reset.
breaking it.
Yeah, like I gotta figure out how I can reset this shit now.
Yeah.
Just like, dude, fucking serious? Like, god damn it. Or like, I've had it happen to me where the guy, actually, it's happened to me like one time where he actually got the trap off, but where I was like, fucking wall in front of me, and the fucking thing, like the stairs on top of me, and like I already have my shit under me, so I'm stuck here, and I'm like, oh shit, I have to go over here, and the guy like drops down, puts 2 walls on the side of me, and then puts a trap and fucking traps me and kills me. I was like, I just essentially killed myself with a trap.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck does that happen?
Yeah.
What the fuck? How?
And there's the epic grappling gun fails that I've experienced time and
Bro,
time
the grappling
again.
gun-
Those are
fucking
funny though.
blackout is
Those are funny
busted.
though.
That was it. Well, I keep launching myself in like low grav areas and then falling
Right,
to
because
my
it's
death.
super fun. Like, I'm gonna do it, and then I did that too. I was doing it. I was like, wee woo. I was just like doing it a bunch. Like, oh, you can just because you just slingshot yourself way out of the fucking
Yeah.
top of it, but you'll land in it usually. And like, oh god, I'm kind of going a little too far. And so I'm like trying to track backwards because you kind of guide yourself as you're falling. And it was just like, boom, like right next to the shield. Like, it was just
Yeah.
like, are you fucking serious? Like,
Instant death.
1 foot over,
If you
I
grapple
was
the
safe.
ground, will it save you?
No.
I didn't think so.
I think you could when it first got released, and I think they patched it real quick. Because, like, I remember people like, yeah, just, like, shoot the ground, and it, like, reset your momentum. It's like, oh, okay. And it's like, no, I did that earlier. I was falling from... You also can't, like, shoot it, because you'll still fall as you're shooting it, as
it has to
should.
grab it before you.
Yeah,
touch
yeah,
the
yeah. So,
ground.
like, you have to be pulling, because you can touch the ground, and it can then pull you, and you'll still take the damage, and that happened to me, too. That just comes with like new weapons and shit like that.
It is a like if you find one of those, like I started a game in Shifty and found one of those, and I was just like, oh, you're building a ramp, zoop, and then while you're flying by, gadoosh.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
just it's an insanely like
real nice. It's the same with
insane
those
momentum shift.
those gravity grenades because they launch you so high
Oh, yeah.
that it's really hard to build that high that quick. So you have to just build cover above you. But then like if they land on top of you, now they have high ground. Like what are you gonna do? Like
Yeah.
oh
Which I have zero experience gauging where this is gonna send me.
yeah.
It's like they're really far away. I'm gonna use this. And
Yeah,
I either
yeah, yeah.
fly way over them or way short, and I'm like, Bill,
Right.
fuck. Now I'm like
Yeah,
easily
yeah.
in range, and my team's all the way back there.
Yeah, that's why I really like using those though in the no gravity zone because you fly so far. Same with those blue ones, fucking blue
One- the
pads like earlier.
impulse- Oh, the
No,
blue
the pads. Yeah. You
yeah.
put it in there, just, you go up like 10 fucking things,
Yeah.
and then you like. So it's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
cool. Hey, that's why I did that when we were running from the storm. Just boop all the way up, then went back down, hit it again, put another pad because like, I didn't know how high up it was gonna go. Put a pad right there, and fucking that's the other way, super far. Great. I love those things. I forget who we were playing with earlier, or who I was. I don't know if you were in there or not. But they're like, oh, I hate these. It was your buddy, yeah, because he was like, I hate these no
Launch
gravity zones or whatever. I was like,
Oh,
dude, I
yeah.
love them. Are you kidding me? He's like, yeah, because like I jump and I get like shot out of the air. It's like that's why I fucking love them because your reaction is to jump. You're like, oh shit, I want to jump, so I'm not a sitting target. Now you're like, oh shit, by me jumping, I'm now a sitting target.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yeah, bitch, you are.
Yeah, like,
Fucking.
and you have max recoil while you're up there.
Yeah, it's just like, hey man, you fucked up. Yeah, it's like I did that earlier because it's like I used one of those fucking maybe it was a blue pad, I don't know, but I used it through that fucking no gravity place by the Tetris mountain, and a dude just fucking lasered me the whole way over, just pop, 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 and I fucking got knocked midair, and I was like, are you fucking serious? You didn't miss any of those shots? Like, what the fuck is this? What are you talking about?
When we were doing the getaway and I took a shockwave grenade in the low grab and threw it down, flew across the whole zone, I
Yeah.
pretty much landed on a team
Yeah.
and had to build up and spray this dude down and then run away, and they
Right, yeah. But I love that. Like, it's so fun because it's like you don't have to really utilize that shit, right? Like, you don't have to use the impulse
But
grenades.
if
When
you've got it.
but if you've got it, but to me, it's so much fun, especially the new one where it's like you don't take fall damage. There's literally no reason not to use it.
Yeah.
It fucking shoots you way further, and you don't take fucking
Yeah.
fall damage. use it.
It's fantastic.
Use it. It's
Yeah.
fucking fun as shit.
Yeah.
And that was the whole thing when we were talking like a long time ago. Like, all right, Fortnite versus PUBG, you know, people are like, oh, fuck Fortnite. I'm a PUBG guy, da da da. It's like, you show me a guy that fucking likes PUBG over Fortnite, and I'm going to show you a guy that's never fucking Rocket Road before. It was like, all right, the next time I fucking talked to somebody, it was like, oh, fuck Fortnite. No, man, I'm all PUBG. And I was like, have you ever fucking Rocket Road? He's like, no. And I was like, exactly. That is fucking fun as shit. And like, now you don't really have to because they have so much shit in the game that you can just do it yourself. You know, like, I don't need you to shoot a rocket and almost kill yourself if you fuck up. I'm just going to fucking launch myself with this thing.
Yeah.
But like, I almost kind of missed that part of it, though. The fact that when rocket riding first discovered and there wasn't that kind of mobility in the game, so it was like,
It was the
oh
way
shit,
of
it was
getting
the way to go.
yourself-
Yeah, it was like, oh my god, like I did it once where it was like, you know, we're all gonna fucking die in the storm. Like, all right, guys, I got the rocket launcher here. Like, get in front of me. It's like, here we go. And I just like I just shot everybody on my team out, and I just sat there and like just like died. And they were just like, oh, what a brave man, sacrificing himself
for God.
yeah, as they all fucking die to the first people that, you know,
That's
or whatever happened.
hilarious.
But it's just funny.
I tried. Womp was trying to get me to ride one at the end.
Earlier,
I tried
yeah.
several times and just could not land on it.
Yeah, well, it's like you being the person riding it, you just have to jump. Because it's like you have to jump a bunch, and then as soon as you hear that, like, when he shoots it, you have to stop jumping. Because the other day I was playing with someone, and I successfully got him on the rocket like 3 or 4 times, and every time he would jump again. So it was like,
Oh, and he'd
he's like,
fall off.
"Ah," and then rocket keeps
No,
going, he falls off.
I would. He'd be like 1, 2, 3, and then I'd jump and he'd shoot the rocket, and it would just either go under me or it would hit me.
Blow up, yeah.
He was like, "Okay, we're done." I'm like, "Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know."
That's the thing, is you really do want to be like real close a lot of the time because it's a lot easier to, all right, release, bam, and like you're on it. But then you're getting that fucking splash damage if you're
Yeah, if you're too
you know, if you
close.
fuck it up,
Yeah,
you're getting hit. So you got to be on your shit.
exactly.
That's what I liked about it. I love to watch. It's just like you just see some guy flying through the air and you couldn't see the rocket from a certain range. Like, what is going on? Oh shit! Usually he's fucking scoped in on you because he saw you. That's why he's fucking flying over there. But I really do miss seeing like those highlight plays where it'd be like, shoot me up there. Like, all right. And it's like, all right, man, like you're by yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like this is you
It's
saying
on
that
you.
this is you saying I'm gonna take on everyone up here because all I can do maybe now is like snipe and hope I can snipe somebody for you.
Yeah,
Very unlikely.
yeah.
So it's like, all right, fucking do it. Send me up there. And then it's like, all right. And then half the time you see like when Ninja used to shit, and they would not realize how much momentum they had from the rocket. So they would jump, and the rocket goes faster than you, but you're still, you know, trailing it.
Mhm.
So he's like jumps off like he's gonna go straight down. He's like, oh shit, and he has to build and fucking catch himself like, and then just oh shit, you know, it's like, oh god damn, those are some good times. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's fine. Oh,
Except for me.
B&B.
Got any Powerades to
Brady?
deliver?
Wayne Brady.
A Brady fan. Okay, all right. Earlier, were you not saying that earlier? Jesus. This guy can't even
I don't
remember
know
what
if
he
that's
was
his name,
saying
though. I
earlier.
don't know. You know
Your
my
name's
name,
not
though?
Wayne Brady?
Greasy Pig, Wayne Brady. Those don't go to.
Or do they?
That doesn't have to.
You go from Wayne Brady to.
How do you go to Justin from
Imagination.
Enlarged Batman? I guess the other. Well, then how do you go to that one? You know,
That was gonna be.
doesn't make sense. Maybe because you're poor and you can't afford regular cola.
No,
That does make sense. You're right.
gonna be our thing.
Damn, you're good. Beat me this time, Justin.
In the sock.
I'll take the L.
Take the yeah. So I guess while we're on the topic of VR games, I'm curious how Battlefield's VR is gonna.
I am
tear
too.
into
Yeah.
Call of
Trash.
Duty's Blackout.
Trash.
Yeah, you're right. They're better gunplay and far better
Yeah.
landscapes aren't gonna do anything to Call of Duty's
Their
Right.
gunplay is
Blackout.
trash. What are you talking about? I hate their gunplay.
Was so much better though.
Hate their gunplay. I've always
It was
hated
more realistic. You got used to
No, I
Call of
loved
Duty.
PUBG. I loved PUBG.
That's not the.
No, that's not the
I
same.
loved PUBG's gunplay.
It's like identical to Battlefields. Are you talking about recoil or just like guns?
Gunplay felt. Not feel like Battlefield. Battlefield's like when you run like.
That's on a gun.
No.
That's
Gun-
gameplay.
Gun battles.
That was a
and stuff like that,
gunplay.
like, it changes. It's almost like a motion blur that you can't control. The motion blur that you can't. Same thing with like, they were the first one scope where you have like you can. The scope instead of it being a
Right, yeah.
I've never been a big.
Realistic.
Never been a big fan. I don't care about the realistic.
That's what I'm saying.
I
That's
like
it.
realistic. Like I like realistic, but like
That's all right. Yeah, you can
Really
do
think
that.
the game, like, you think Blackout looks prettier than Battlefield?
I do, yeah.
You seen a Battlefield game?
Yeah, I played.
Sure.
I played Battlefield 3 ever.
Because Blackout
Okay.
looks like they took PUBG's map and then they just laminated it.
It does look like a prettier PUBG.
Maps and put them all.
No, I mean, like, by laminate, I mean, like, polish. Like,
But they didn't
Everything.
do that because COD came first, and all of their maps came first before PUBG, and then everything is the same color scheme, color, like everything. Like Call of Duty Blackout looks like a Call of Duty game. Black Ops 2. Every map is connected.
they've never had a map. They've never
Talking
had
about?
terrain shit.
Talking about.
Call of Duty, all of Call of Duty's maps for multiplayer, it's either an airport or like an urban area that's enclosed in with
Oh.
buildings.
Not even. Not even.
Name one map that's anything like Blackout's map with the terrain shifts and that much distance.
Like, are you talking about like mountain ranges and stuff like that? Like the mountain? Well, yeah, no, yeah, but it like the main areas of the map where like most gunplay happens in all of their maps like, they've had.
Oh, I haven't played it, so I've just seen.
Like the distance between like one map, say like a map that is a Call of Duty map, the distance between that is literally runnable in like a minute.
How many players are in a Blackout round?
88 in the beta, and 88 in the beta, but in the actual game it's gonna
They're
Why?
doing 4
Into
teams of
100.
4 or something.
Like it's such a weird number to go
Huh?
150.
I thought they were gonna be doing like.
That's what they said. Yeah, that's what they said, but they're definitely 150.
I don't. Only problem is Battlefield doesn't player base that COD or
True.
Fortnite
Yeah.
probably will just. Oh look, they
It
had
used to with Bad Company and Bad Company 2. Those were really popular games.
go.
No, because I was.
Bad Company 2 is. That's fair. I don't know. I like Battlefield's games feel cleaner to me than COD does. COD just
Yeah, their
feels
engine.
thin
Their
to me.
engine is always the newest engine.
That's what I want. I want the realistic-ish, pretty BR game. Like I want to be really worried about survival, but the whole time like, damn, that's a gorgeous like
Right.
for my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I mean, I saw. I don't know if Blackout even has more than just that map. I saw that and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But the whole
Mapper's
time I
just
was like,
one big
EA
map.
could do that way better, and my brain was just. That's the one thing I'll give EA is like their games. You know, they really know how to polish a dog turd.
They know how. Well, they have the money. They have the money to sink into it.
Yeah, but like the people don't make their game amazing. If their game was amazing, it would show. and
Well,
it never
Battlefield
has.
4 was amazing. It's a really
A
good
little
game.
bit. Their map, yeah, because they had the interactive maps. I was like, interactive map.
Well,
Had
that
like the
and
tidal wave and then, like,
gunplay and the comp. Like I loved every bit of that game. It's just didn't stick. 2 came out when Black Ops 2 came out.
Battlefield 3 was
Yeah,
like
but
Modern Warfare, and the lighting was big, and had the earthquake and the storyline.
yeah, it's just the thing that they try and do there's attachments and guns you unlock, and that's just really shitty compared to COD. But I like combat
the game.
in Battlefield a lot better than I.
Battlefield 3 sucks because That was also like their multiplayer one that where you change faction each side. One time you were the American, you had all the American guns, and then the next round, the next round you were on the terrorist side, had all the terrorist guns. So you had to literally learn two different types, like CS,
Right, yeah.
but like way longer periods, not like round based. Like you're literally learning two different types.
I just want COD 4 again. Really
COD 4.
simplistic. They're their first Modern Warfare that they
Yeah.
came out with. Really simplistic, like minimal kill streaks, guns,
6-9.
attachments. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was 357. 3 was radar, 5 was it was missile. I think it was like
Missile. Yeah, missile until
7 was attack helicopter.
attack helicopter.
I don't remember what 5 was. Isn't that if you got snowballing, you could go like 60 kills.
Not be airdrop.
They had dogs. Didn't they have dogs on that one?
Dogs
No,
were
that-
always
that was-
higher.
That was
Black Ops. That was Black
until-
Ops.
No,
That was Black
It
Ops.
started in the
I thought it was War.
World War.
It was dogs.
World of War. Yeah, yeah. And that was like 9 or some shit. Like the most busted motherfucking thing. Because you just be like,
They also had tanks.
waiting for this other
in
guy.
World of War. They also had tanks.
Oh, one shot kill. Thanks, bud. Yeah, no,
They
like-
had tanks at World of War II.
Fido,
You could knife them before they jump on you.
Yeah, but like you had to be like, see, that was just one more thing you had to be wary of like fighting some other dude. Yeah, if you were by yourself, you're just like, fuck you. But most of the time, it was like, you know,
You'd
you
be
pop the
shooting a guy,
dog.
The thing is a bouncing Betty, like, oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, how often? Most of the time, though.
Bouncing Betties were OP in that game.
No, I know. I never fucking ducked them because you just run through your and it's like, fuck. Oh, no, fuck. And it's
Like when Drop Shot was like at its prime, so.
yeah. Well, I never got into it that much like that. I was the guy that just died to the Bouncy Betty all the time.
I had gore in that one too. That was good. Got blown off.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Just miss the simplicity. COD got like I tried to play World War II and it's like got all these dudes you can be and there's skins and you can unlock these like coats and shit and it's like man, I can't even see my guy when I'm in the game.
I know.
really don't care.
I fucking that's what I hate so much about that stuff. Where it's like the thing, like with PUBG,
in game, like
Yeah.
on the leaderboard and like.
right or whatever. But it's just like fuck, man. Like PUBG's where you're like, oh, I got this sweet code. It's like, what does it matter though? You play first person. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, that's why I like having the skins in Fortnite because like it's third person, so I can actually see my guy. Like, look how cool I look. Yeah, fuck
Listen,
you.
Same thing in
PUBG,
Halo.
you
You all wanted Hayabusa armor.
Fuck was Hayabusa armor.
I haven't played
Samurai
Halo
sword on your
since-
back, and you had the.
I remember that one. I remember which one I wanted.
It's like
It
the
is-
most
I mean, it's the
popular-
same
you have
thing.
you have to beat the game on Legendary to get like all of your pieces.
Really? Yeah, because I just,
It's a sword.
I mean, I didn't, because I mean,
Halo 3 had the best multiplayer like rankings.
it was fun. I liked Halo 3.
No, they had they had it. It was like almost Elo. It was basically Elo. Like you play your games and then you get like a rank and you'd be rank 5 and then like
Yeah,
the higher
I
you, the
remember.
better you are, it goes up and you become
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And you're playing with like it's basically like I think it's running up like that ranking system in game. It wasn't. You could play solo and like still
Yeah.
with your friends and still get your rank up and like it didn't matter like it was more loss, but like win loss ranking system does show a lot. You're able to win 20 games in a row. That game pretty well. Like he
Yeah,
doesn't
he
fucking
understands
lose.
something.
I quickly because I never tried doing esports. Black Ops 2. Like doing sprint, like pugs or sprint.
Yeah.
Stop with anyone. I had game EP and a bunch of lobby, and it's like, all right, we're gonna fucking do this. It was really fun because any game like that where there's just standard of play, everyone agrees to like. and that's-
Ghost.
Black Ops. I mean, it may.
Ghost
have
was the
had-
first one that like had the MLG like rule set where
Yep.
you could.
Black Ops 2 had it. Ghost came out after that, and I didn't play Ghost.
That's why.
The
I already had the guns
Fortnite,
banned for you.
Yeah, any game that just has this set like, all right, we're playing to win, go in. I always if you can just keep doing it over and over and over.
Right.
That's why
That's
CS like finding scrims again, back when there was no lobby and you had to like go in IRC and be like, hey,
Somebody want to
yeah,
play?
I mean, thousands of people in this one chat room, and it's like, hey, 5v5 central server, we're in this league.
Yeah.
Message me, or Facebook and all that. But now granted, CS public servers blow, but now the whole thing's built around
They
competitive.
basically
play.
do 8s
Right,
now on
okay.
CS:GO, don't
Still 5v5.
they? No, I mean like so 8s and COD.
Oh,
They just like they
yeah,
don't play
and
pubs. They don't play public matches. They're like, all right, let's get a bunch of players that know how to play the game
there's
and let's
still
all play
pub
together.
servers, but if you want to, it's just like Dota or League. If you to put in a match, with League.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thrilled for the sake of esports. Things are turning to that because
Yeah.
I really I feel as an adult now.
It's making it more official and
Yeah,
everything,
when
you
I'm
know?
40, 50 years old, like I'm gonna be watching esports.
Yeah.
That's an awesome fucking.
That is really
thing.
cool.
Hopefully, I'll have a mic like this and I'll get paid to talk about it. But
Oh,
that is
yeah.
severely unlikely.
Hopefully I can fucking recognize and like understand what's going on. And it's not just like how fucking most of the parents are try to watch shit today and they're like, what is this? What do you mean? It's like, I don't know, it's not even that old,
I
but
think gamer generation's so intense now that like
yeah.
mom's gonna walk by and be like, bet that dude's KD isn't even like 1.5, and then he goes to
Yeah.
the kitchen and starts cooking. Like, it's just gonna be more.
If my
sad.
mom ever says, I bet that guy's KD is 1.5, I'm saying, Mom, your expectations are way too
Yeah.
low. We're going for 3, all right?
Well, I called into a radio show in Wichita. I don't know if you ever. It's the morning one. This was
Okay.
years ago, but we may have talked about this before. But they had Hearthstone on ES or not. Heroes of the Storm. When the university.
Oh yeah, the university one, yeah.
They had that on ESPN.
Heroes of the
2.
Dorm.
Yeah, and these guys were talking about it, and their shows a big sports
Yeah.
thing. And I never called in the show before because I'm like, sports. I know sports, but I don't know sports on their level. Like I'm
Right.
still learning when I listen. But I was like, if there's a moment, because I was getting paid to cast Counter-Strike, and
Yeah.
esports was really starting to buff up 3 or 4 years ago. This is when Dota just started doing majors and all that. I
Yeah.
was like, if there's a moment where I know more about something than the dude behind this mic, it's this moment.
Yeah.
And people were calling in trash in esports, and I called in and I was like, yeah, I want to talk to Bruce about esports. So, and I always wanted to be on radio, so this was like my awesome moment.
You're
because
just all time,
He
yeah.
kept me on air for like 7 minutes.
Jesus.
And just talked about, because I was like, he's like, you wanted to edit this? I'm like, well, he's like, you have experience in this? I'm like, more than I'd probably like to share publicly. Yeah, it's. I was like, I get paid, and he's a play-by-play commentator for baseball.
Yeah. Oh wow, that sounds super
And-
fun.
Well, because he's like, as soon as I said I get paid to do play-by-play commentary for esports, his mind was just like,
It's like,
hold
what the
on.
fuck?
And he's like, I need you to explain this to me, and I was like, it's really easy. I was like, teams play online, so that means I can, you have to travel to a different country if you want to cover an international game. I
Yeah.
just literally join a game and instantly can watch 2 teams of high caliber play. And I was like, the reason why all these disgruntled old men keep calling in and saying that esports is not something they care for, it's boring, it shouldn't be on TV, is 1, because they don't get it, it's not for them, and 2, they don't understand how somebody with a physique like a 19-year-old kid that weighs $110
Yeah.
that looks like he hasn't showered in 3 days should have any kind of respect, because they're used to seeing professional athletes when they don't know is that guy's a monster and respected by thousands of people because he's very good at a game.
Right.
And I
This other guy's taking steroids and
Yeah.
beating his wife, So like, which one's better?
well, I was trying to just explain that. I said that I was like, these video games, they take 2 things that we love the most, like action movies and competition. I was like, it turns it into this beautiful, like entwined, like there's violence, there's
And you
fast-paced action.
don't know the fucking outcome.
Yeah, you're rooting for people, and one thing I mentioned too, and I was like, in all of sports, the one constant is people always complain about the referees. In esports, there is no referee. The computer has the set rule.
Yeah.
Unless there's a malfunction or something, the outcome is what it is, and there's really no
debating, yeah.
Yeah, there's no debating on, if they would have got this call. And I'm like, so typically the better team is always going to win either strategically or by talent.
Yeah.
And upsets or not, that's just awesome to me.
Right. Yeah.
But it was really cool.
That's like the competitive side. That's like, even like that nostalgia of like when I got the first
Oh yeah,
blackout,
yeah.
like that 14 kills. Like it was just like that part of me.
14
What's
now.
up,
No, I'm just
D-Trey?
kidding.
Yeah.
I thought you said 15 actually.
H I had the 15.
Okay.
I was one away.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I just think that was a really cool moment because then he was trying to relate and he was like, well, they're starting to actually allow play-by-play commentary for actual sports, like where I'd be in an office watching it on a TV and remotely talking about it. He's like, what do you think about that? And I'm like, I honestly think it's about time. We've had the technology for you to do that
Yeah.
for a long time. I don't think
What do you
it's
mean by
any
actual
less-
sports?
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing is people were like, it's not a sport. I don't know why they're referring to a sport.
Oh, I shut my
Right.
dad. I shut my dad down on that
Well,
so hard.
I was like, they televised chess, darts, and like cornhole.
Yeah.
Nobody calls in and complains, and I'm like, the amount of critical thinking and strategy and reaction timing that these guys are putting on TV is you can't even describe it without being able to play it.
Anytime
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook from ESPN or something like that, I like it's on there and it's like goes into like how big esports is, something like that, or like this person playing video game. Like I'm just like send it to my dad,
Yeah.
send it to my dad. Like I just like because like he was like the really big one. He's like, all you do is play video games. All you do is like this. I'm like come on, like do something else. Like do sports. Like go out, get out, like stuff like that. Like stop being in your room. You know, like I be productive. And I'm like, this is what I'm into. Like now, like I was progressing. I'm like, take this, take this, take
Yeah.
this, take this, take this.
Yeah, I showed my dad Cutie Pie. I remember showing him that, and I was like, yeah, it's like, what are you doing? I keep seeing you watching this guy. I was like, he's funny, and he plays the game that I play at the time, Legends, and all that. And so,
Is he playing League? I thought.
yeah.
Stupid Dark Souls.
Oh, no, that was like just him fucking around. He still just plays a League, basically, and then like he'll have, sometimes he'll do like later night streams, or he'll play other games, but it's always fucking League in his normal schedule. But we were watching him, and for like the 10 minutes that my dad was watching, he was like, what is that fucking sound that keeps going off? Like, why does he keep saying, welcome to the Big Dick Club, and all that stuff? And it was like, those are subs. These are people
those are the
subbing to his
days when he
channel.
said that, though. Fuck
for-
Oh, you
TOS.
said I thought you said PewDiePie.
No.
Cutie
Cutie
Pie,
Pie, yeah. Cutie Pie. Yeah,
I
not
know, yeah.
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie, all he does is play fucking League.
Yeah. Well, he plays
Now,
other
like-
games like later at night, but for his normal
Only for-
schedule, it's
only
all
for,
League. Well, yeah, but no, he plays other games. He doesn't always stream them though. But so it's like, yeah, it's like he's like, why does he keep saying like, welcome to the Big Dick Club, and like, why is he saying all this stuff? And it's like, that means that somebody subbed to him, all right? And it's like, see this little number down here? That's his sub train. That means how many people have subbed to him. Like, and every time someone subs, the timer gets reset at 5 minutes. So within that 5 minutes, it gets reset. The counter goes up one. Like what? It's like, yeah, it's at like 215 right now or whatever, and it's like,
$500.
I was like, it's like $5. Well, he gets, because he has the premium one. No, since he was like been around, he gets like $4 per one.
Oh, wow.
So it was like he's got almost $1,000 right here, and this is in the last like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And I was like, yeah, and that's not including donations.
Yeah.
Like right here it says top donation. It's like what? It's like $500. It's like, yeah, some one person just donated him $500 to say some stupid thing on his channel
Squirrels
because
have nuts. $500.
yeah, it's just like, because it's like, oh, well, it's gonna be broadcast to so many people, and it's so funny, and then my name's gonna be up there until someone else wants to donate more. No one wants to donate more than 500. Blah blah blah. Like,
So rich 12-year-old with mom's credit card. Boom.
yeah, exactly. It's
501.
like this dude
Squirrels
is
don't
making.
have
I was like,
nuts.
he makes. Of course, this is the crazy thing. So when I'm showing it to him, I was like, yeah, this guy makes fucking $2 million a year. He's like, what the fuck? And now you look at Ninja, it's like, this guy makes $2 million a month.
Yeah.
What? A month? Are you fucking kidding me?
The only time you're allowed to have your hair dialed teal is a
What
dude.
the fuck? Are you? Yeah, you do anything. You could fucking walk around
Sure, he
naked.
pulls that
and be
off,
like,
like-
fuck it.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, he did it because of Dragon Ball Z. Like, but yeah. He's like, oh, it's more like Dragon Ball cosplay, and like you gotta get up and did the whole thing. We wouldn't
Once
see
you
what was
fuck your
going-
hair once, you might as
If you're gonna fucking it, like, yeah, no. Say, well, I'm back there. Yeah. You're right. Okay, no, but.
But
No,
that's,
but
I'm happy that streamers are succeeding.
yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of
It's
streamers
great.
I wish that would
That's the
succeed
ones that I
more.
like to see. the people. I mean, clearly Fortnite streamers, most of them, other than Ninja. Honestly, I guess C's he was a fucking Gears pro, and he was on that fucking reality show. That was
yeah.
that's so
Yeah,
funny to
like,
go watch.
best
I didn't even know that was
gamer,
around.
yeah.
There was a
Reality show.
gamer reality show where they took a bunch of pro gamers and put them in a house together, like Big Brother.
Oh, really?
Fucking hilarious. At least while like C's scenes, gold. They're fucking gold.
Break one down for me. I'm curious. Can you think of any?
Imagine a cocky gamer in a reality TV
bunch
show
of them,
amongst a
right?
bunch of
And like, who's gonna be the
unsocial
alpha
people.
cocky
Yeah.
gamers? Like,
Bunch of
fuck you,
unsocial-
dude. I've seen
Yeah.
your KD.
And
It's
he's
fucking
like,
trash.
and he's
It's
six,
trash.
He's 6'5".
Yeah, he's tall as fuck.
Like and
Tall
all these
as
other
fuck.
people, like there's girl gamers and shit like that. You gotta keep it diverse, you know. And there's like some like really unsocial people in there, and and like they're not there for the reality TV show part of it. They're there for definitely like the skill part of it.
They,
Yeah.
they won't let me cast a
C's
girl
is one of those
CS
people.
gamer.
Really?
C's being like, like it's a shooter, so like you got that like
Oh,
I'm
she
fucking
tried her
I'm
best.
like, what's up? Like take
Yeah.
your dinner. Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just bought that
yeah.
shit. Like they're getting fucking hyped to just
I'll
like
have to-
bring.
I'll have to
and
look
this
up some
other
of those
person,
clips
like,
for you.
Plays like some like competitive like chess type shit and like got this guy in his face just like
Yeah.
kind of here like.
And it goes to the confessional. He's like, I really hate when he gets in my like that. Yeah, he's like, he's like, bro, I just had to fucking tell him how it was, okay? Fuck. I'm the big dog around here. It's like, yeah. I love, dude. The clip I want to show you is one of a actual Gears tournament, and it sees in his fucking team.
Oh, he's like shut her
Yeah,
up.
yeah. You're just like, he's like, that's how we do it, baby. That's how we do it. That's how we play Gears. That's how we play Gears right here. That's right. And he's like, he's like yelling because they're like sitting across the table from each other. So he's yelling to across the table at the other team. And then they're like, oh shit, they call it the next game, the round or whatever, they're calling out the shots. Fuck yeah, I told you! Like, bring that shit in my house! Well, as he's yelling across to the other team, that guy is like kind of yelling at, his girlfriend sitting aside is like, whatever, you ain't shit, I could beat you on this map. Then he's like, shut your girl up. Shut that bitch up! Then he's like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, I swear, he's like, I'm not talking to you. I will fucking deal with you later. He's like, bring it on. He's like, bring it on. He's like, I'm gonna whoop your ass at this map. They're like, it's like so funny to me to see all this, like, these gamers get this hype and get that, like, pissed or whatever about, like, just that emotional with it to where they're like, it's not like I'll fucking fight you, but it's not like I'll fight you. It's like, bring it on. Let's load up, bro. Bring it on this map. I'll give you the fucking. You can have this gun. Fuck it. Yeah, like whatever. And it's like I'll fucking go. I'll fucking whatever. And it's just like holy shit. It's so fucking funny, and I laughed my ass off fucking watching that. So like, oh my god, just like. Having him like sit that dude's girlfriend there, just like, hold on. It's like, no, I'm not talking to you. She's like, yeah, whatever, because you can't beat me. He's like, shut your girl up or whatever. He says some shit like that. It's just like, god damn it, C's, you're a fucking thug.
That's
Like,
that part of I like is because that personality is like everybody. Like I remember
yeah,
just like
it's like fighting games.
yeah, it's just like just beating the shit, like just outplaying someone. Like you're just like let's go. I just fuck that dude. Like
But yeah, like, but like that, but like metaphorically, not for real,
yeah,
because I ain't gay. No, it's like, but no, yeah, I mean that's the same thing. That's why I like watching fighting game tournaments because when the person wins that match, fuck it, most of the time he just fucking gets hype as shit. He's like, oh. It's just like, yeah, you
get,
fucking
like, the
tell
rages,
me.
like you get that rage out of him, or like the person like throws.
Yeah,
the
just
controller,
fucking
and you're
throws
like,
the
I made
controller,
That
it's
person
like,
get so mad,
holy
like, I'm
shit.
In the fucking head. That person's gotta be like, like, I'm fucking the alpha.
He just threw a GameCube controller. Do you know how fucking hard it is to find those?
Yeah.
Really fucking hard. That's how much he was fucking mad that I
That
just
shit's
fucking
like-
beat his ass.
So good. It's
Yeah.
so good. It's such
Yeah.
a like a great
I
feeling.
had a lot of that when I played CS when I was younger, but as I got older, it just kind of.
No, it's
I get that hype when I'm failing and just tilt. Like all that energy just went to when I'm tilted.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
not,
yeah.
It's not when I'm winning anymore. Now it's like good job, guys. Get that done.
That's what I do like
Whatever.
more about coming from playing League for so long. Rarely ever. I pull off a play where I got super hyped. And the last one I can remember was, I don't even remember exactly what I did, but it was a Yasuo play where I got a quadra kill, diving in an enemy tower, and I shouldn't have done this. It wasn't like I was super fed, and somehow I did it, and I was just like, oh my god, and I was so in the moment, I was like starting to shake and shit, I'm like, oh shit, and I fucking pulled it off, and I think I ended up dying because I stopped. I was diving tier 2 towers bot lane, so I'm between the tier 2 and the inhib tower, and I killed everyone that was there, and I was like, oh my god, holy shit, what the fuck, oh my god, like, dude, you gotta, I was like, I don't even give a fuck if I die, I don't care. Did you see that? That was fucking crazy. That was like a stroke of genius out of nowhere, like, it just bam, flash, and now it's gone, and it's like,
So what? I was gonna say on the note of like shaking and shit. When I was in my prime in CS, we had a playoff match right before that world tournament, and my team, we made a rule because at LAN you can't talk after you get killed, you can't say anything to your teammate.
yeah.
So we only used in-game chat, and you couldn't hear anyone when you're dead, so you can't hear teammates, nothing. We were on T side of a map, and it was pistol round. I got 2 kills, and I got knocked down to 5 HP.
That's still a thing.
Pistol round? Yeah.
No, like not being able to talk, like
At LAN? Yeah.
like tournaments
Well,
and shit
I don't
like
know
that.
at majors what they allow anymore.
See, that
This
seems
was
because
13
COD, like you're
years
always
ago.
giving information.
This was 13 years ago. I don't know how it's evolved since then.
I feel like that's
depressing to
got to
say
be
out
such a
loud.
handicap.
Justin
But-
was he born even, not really.
When 13?
But you were what, 9? No, 8. 2? Yeah.
9. You're
Can we all just sit here and try to do math for a second? Yeah.
like
9.
I'm about to be 23.
Oh, okay. Wayne
There's
Brady.
the boy!
There he is.
There he is.
But
We're talking about games right now. It's great.
We've been talking about games for like,
All this whole podcast.
how long have we been going? Hold on.
I don't know. That's really.
hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
With that round, I couldn't hear any of my teammates, and I couldn't communicate with them, and I rotated around with 5 HP, and a bomb was down in this site, and I thought when I went up a stairwell, I thought I saw somebody's like leg go behind an area.
Yeah.
So I just quick peek pre-fired and just one popped him in the face. I'm like, all right, 2 to go. Next guy swung on me, took him out. So now I've got, that's one thing Fortnite won't have, because if I kill somebody, his buddies are already there. There's no guesswork. You can't like re-rotate really. It's just building.
Right.
So I'm like, my nerves are just like, fuck. I've got 30 seconds to get this bomb planted. There's 2 guys left. So after he swings out, I peek out. There's another dude. I just flick shot and get the luckiest one tap of my life. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm gonna make this
Those
fucking round
feelings,
happen.
Yeah, you're like, this is
And so
happening
I'm
right
planning,
now.
like, please don't fucking kill me, because I have 5 HP for the last minute. I had no idea I'd get on a one-on-one.
Yeah.
And then this dude peeks the doorway. We're spraying at each other. He magically doesn't hit me. And then I swing around and like crouch, and
Goat.
if you crouch and like look down, they can't see you over some
right.
surfaces. So I crouch and look down. He's like, and it's such a ballsy dumb move to do this, because I'm like,
Yeah.
if he would have stayed where he was, like there's a doorway here, bomb sites here. If he would have stayed and repeaked this, I would have been dead. But he went up the ramp to get high ground on me. Couldn't see where I went. With the 5 seconds that took
Oh,
him,
like dust?
I
Is it
could
dust?
be. This was
planted?
Contra. Yeah, I planted. So I'm just sitting here right on the opposite side of these 3 boxes where
Yeah.
this wall is just crouched down with 5 HP. And this dude goes for a fake defuse, and I just premeditated, expected him to do that, and wrapped around the corner and just one-shot him. I couldn't hear my teammates the whole time, and my adrenaline, I'm 17, was out
Yeah.
the fucking roof. And then all of a sudden, like, a major celebration you'd hear in
Yeah.
the stream just erupts in my ears. It
Yeah.
was the best gaming moment
That's
I
why,
ever
like-
had.
Yeah.
That's why,
That
like,
sounds
when it
fucking
comes to, like,
amazing.
Yeah.
Games like League, like eventually got to the point where it's like if I wasn't like fuck rank, like rank eventually became. I was like, oh my god, I'm hard stuck, like whatever. It's like, but like playing in tournament setting was
That
like,
was a whole other
it
thing.
was like
Yeah.
so different. Like the feeling I got, it was almost like I just started playing the game again, and like I was amped. I had that excitement.
Yeah. We were a very good, like, I want to say middle of the pack, but we were actually a little bit high, like high mid, maybe.
Yeah.
Depending on how we were. Now it's like people like outsource to other fucking states, like, give me
Right,
your
right.
challengers, bring them in. Huh.
It doesn't even matter. Like the last
But it
game
was
we
still
did was
just
like
like
the clash, like out of the whole fucking like people,
One?
the clash beta with me, Jared, and everything we did.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
the
yeah, when you
Clash,
guys did that thing.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
how the thing. We took first like over a 3-day tournament based thing. Like the first bracket was like you only had to win 3 games. Second bracket you had to win 6, and then the next Sunday you had to win 8 games. Brackets.
This is a
You
league
had to win.
tournament?
You had to take first in order to get into the
the
next.
league that Riot made
Yeah.
Like they placed you. I forget how they like whoever you had on your team.
So if you had
Yeah,
like,
like
a higher
a
elo person on
certain
your team,
elo.
like, you could automatically put tier 1 being like masters and like diamonds and shit like.
So it took your average and put you in the appropriate bracket.
Yeah.
And so we were in like a pretty high average. It would be the second. So we weren't like
You were in
master.
the upper
and-
echelon, but
like,
you
we
were
weren't
right
master
underneath it.
diamond professionals, but we were doing right below. So pro am, like if it were to be a thing, pro am would be
AAA.
like yeah. And so we were in that, and we ended up winning like the whole thing, and our name got put on the leaderboard to the whole world. It wasn't, or not whole world, but whole NA region and all
Yeah,
that.
no, that's badass.
So yeah, I know, but like that tournament, like you're saying, like my nerves were just like so fucking like, and like I was freaking out. Like I was saying shit that I like shouldn't have been freaking out about. I was like, come gank me, and like they're like, you're fine, dude, you're fine. Like why are you freaking out? Like I'm worried right now that I'm doing. They're like,
I
"No, you're
remember
good.
that. I
You're
actually
good.
remember
Like,
that.
You're literally doing okay.
Come on,
I'm
come
like,
on,
just
come on.
get
He's
up
like,
here. Just get up here.
Dude, come on, I'm just freaking out right now. Please, just give it. I need that little
Get
bit
up
extra.
here, please.
I need a little
Help
bit
me
extra,
out.
man. Come on.
Like,
He's
I'm freaking out, and they're like, just fucking, just stop, just stop, shut the fuck up. Like you're good. I'm just, I feel because I was playing a very off role. Like I had just started playing the role that I'm playing, and then like I'm going into a tournament. Like I was not comfortable doing it. I only had to play like certain people because those are the only people out of like all the top laners. I'm like, oh shit.
That was my weakness with League is I'd always play somebody.
yeah,
Yeah.
with a
Never made
certain
it out of
one.
bronze.
Really?
I
Or make
granted,
it so-
I didn't
Don't
really
say that on
play
stream.
enough.
You know, hey, you're golden. You're.
No, in your heart, you got a heart of gold. Yeah.
I never made it out of Elo Hell.
Throwback, Caleb. Fuck you.
Yeah, because when we were silver that long ago, this was in silver. or
Fucking
gold.
2, 3.
Yeah, when I.
It had to be season like 1. Well, no, season
play
2,
season-
season 2.
I didn't
Yeah,
play
yeah.
season
Because that's when I started playing
Came
ranked.
I was
really.
around then. I didn't.
Being amped like that, the one
Yeah.
thing that made CS for me, and this doesn't exist anymore because the league back then was free. There was no money on the line.
I got ESEA.
Well, this was before ECA. This was Cal Cyber Athlete.
You're good. Oh, okay. No.
And they had forums, and the term Cal forums, every old school CS player is like are you who you say you are? Do you know what these are? Because when you're only playing for just bragging rights and that's it in standings to get in the playoffs and whatever, every time we'd have a match, like there were rivalries, like people were going on these forums and saying terrible fucking things about everyone. And once you got into main, which was essentially Diamond, terribly to League. I mean, everyone knew everybody. I still
Right.
recall 5-man rosters from teams 13 years ago. I still recognize the names because some of them still even fucking play.
You don't realize how small the higher player base of a game is. You like start
Yeah.
to just like know everybody. Like, oh, what's up, man?
When I
Yeah,
went
yeah,
to
yeah.
boot camp in 2008, there was a dude that knew me as a CS player at boot camp that I talked
Really?
to.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, I played CS, and I
Just
went
like-
to CPL, and he was like, what was your name? And I'm like, Fizzle, and he's like,
How do
oh,
you
you
not
played
have
for
that chip?
Studs, and I was
How
like,
do you-
what in the
What
absolute
the fuck?
Is it hard at that point not to have that chip on your shoulder and just be like, oh, what's up?
Yeah.
Like I've made it. Like
Well,
I'm here.
see,
I'm here,
in my
man.
mind, like I'm not gonna lie, I had the biggest like shit-eating grin on my face. Like I'm
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
known in that
Yeah,
game.
that's-
Which
yeah,
is
you know,
why playing
I
it
did
now
better
is
than
so
before.
soul-crushing 'cause,
Yeah.
like, no one has any fucking idea. Like all those players, if they're not pro now, are just like it's not the same game, man. Like no
Yeah.
credibility.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I played in like like mains were pretty respected. I played in main for like 9 seasons.
Yeah.
It would be like I could get on if I had that credibility now. I could get on any main team there is pretty much, but washed up. So it's just like, but the old kid's still in me where I'm like, fuck you, you're
Right.
bad. You've never
That's the
been,
shit.
you've never been out of
That's
open.
the- that's
And
just-
then I'm like,
oh
well,
my God, I
I've
feel you.
technically never been out of
feel your
open in this game
pain.
either. But
Yeah.
back in the day, though,
Yeah.
I was the
It's
shit.
such a fucking shitty argument to be like, back to the dead, fuck your shit up, because like, I'm washed up now, and I know that I'm not as good, but catch me back then. Like, it's fucking.
if CS back then and Twitch existed, I was good enough to where I would have had
The what ifs could go for
actual
fucking ever.
viewership
Right.
because of it. Because I was I was in the top 5%.
I mean, Taco's doing pretty good.
Yeah, and he was one of my teammates.
That's what I'm saying.
Gotta like start threads. Yo, this is I know about this.
Yeah. Just start. You're gonna start. Here's the thing. Next week, next Thursday,
Be
you
the
come back
MGK to his
here
Eminem.
with a diss track on Choco Taco.
Yeah.
All right.
The whole reason, like, granted, this is when I peeled out of Wichita that one time, and I was like a full blown alcoholic, and I had no like self worth at all.
Yeah,
And
you were young. I got
He was
you.
being an absolute cunt because he wouldn't. We were trying to all play Dota like all the old CS players, and I just didn't get MOBAs. Like I just had no like I didn't understand the meta really, and I'm like, can you just explain it to me? And then like mid game, I'm like, hey, that ability, I just asked a question to learn, and he was like an absolute dick, and I'm like, you guys say I need to learn the game, but then I ask you to teach me something, and you're gonna be fucking cocky about it.
Yeah.
And then we got in this massive argument, and like Jake is, at least back then, he's cleaned up some now, but as a kid, like he was not a good-looking dude, and he did not date good-looking girls. This girl looked like a Saint Bernard, so I flat out said, like, whatever, dude, being a dick to me, and I'm like, you're over there fucking a Saint Bernard, and then it created this whole, like, this massive fucking argument, and then me and Jake
There it is. That's your hook line of the diss track.
We never
Like a
fucking
Saint
talked
Bernard.
again, like, even to this day.
Yeah,
Like,
that
I
was
went into
it.
his Twitch channel, I was like, all right, dude, you made it, but here's the
But
catch,
you didn't say
though.
anything.
Even
You were saying that to
still,
yourself,
But
right?
even in me, that kid is
It was in
just
sub
like,
mode. You didn't want to give him
Yeah.
$5. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But even that kid in me is like even now I'm like, PUBG's dying, you piece of shit.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
fuck
good.
you.
wait, what are you
pretty
gonna go
good.
do? Learn Fortnite now?
Fuck, you just learned
Remember when
Fortnite
Battle of the
shit.
Nine was supposed to be hype?
Pro in a dead game.
Oh, this guy.
What?
This guy would battle or
I'm so
Island
glad I didn't
9.
buy that fucking game.
He was so hyped about it. Now she's like,
I was so ready for that
Quality.
game to be good.
That's the thing.
Uh,
It's the same. This is what I was trying to tell people with the whole PUBG and League, or not PUBG and Fortnite.
PUBG
Is the same thing as fucking League and Dota, where they're like, Dota people were like, League's not gonna make it. League's not gonna make it. It's too dumbed down. It's too much for little kids. What happened? League fucking took over.
Yeah.
League took over because like they pandered to that audience, and they're like, oh hey, that's a fucking
Dota still
audience.
had, like,
You know, and it's like,
good
and it's a
audience,
growing
though.
audience. No, it did. It did. It's not like
People
PUBG like actually dying in the grave. But
Right.
but like
PUBG, yeah,
but
PUBG's like,
Dota was because Dota
funerals
was
next
first.
week. I'm
Dota was like
gonna
first.
attend, but like I'm not gonna attend.
Yeah. What if they did that? What if they did an in-game funeral
should.
for their
Let's
own
just do
game?
it. Let's just
Like
fucking-
everyone's just like sitting there, like everyone just lines up. Just,
No, it's just like we'll have a countdown. Right?
That'd be great.
We'll have an always on stream countdown for when Call of Duty comes out, and then like we'll just have the same thing. Like PUBG dies this day.
Black-
the
Blackout will
same
kill-
Like
the same
same
countdown.
timeline.
Blackout will kill PUBG.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
It's gonna
Because
kill.
100%.
It's
see,
instead of it
I
being
want-
PUBG Fortnite, it's gonna 100% be Fortnite Blackout, and then there's
The only-
probably gonna be a lawsuit from
PUBG
PUBG
will
somehow.
PUBG will kind of linger around for a little bit because the people that can't afford Blackout at first, they already bought PUBG. So like, fuck, I want to play Blackout. Well, this is the closest thing I have to it.
Honestly, like
Oh, like fuck.
PUBG's problem is very. On
You
the
should
fir-
just
well,
optimize your
I
fucking
know,
game.
but think about it in the first layer because it metaphorically makes sense. Like, city, there's right. That little effort into cosmetics and clothing.
They took two of their
that-
biggest
that
streamers for the
level of
game to try and
effort
get
is
their
put
most
in the
skin
rest
like
of the
value.
game
Right.
all the way through.
Yeah,
Just enough.
to get you.
Just give 'em
They
a
just want you to
taste.
nibble
Yeah.
on it a little
You
bit.
guys want this?
and then-
Throw it in, and now all of a sudden you're looking at BR taking over, and you're sitting here with your
Half a
completely
game and-
plummeting,
yeah.
player
What do you do as a
count.
company? Like when your game hits.
Oh, they
Besides, like,
sold
turning out
millions of copies.
Right,
As a company,
right.
they're
So as a
fine.
company, do you progress and make another game, or do you just like, well, let's clean up and move out? Like you don't shut down servers because there's still gonna be a player base, but like, do you work?
Well,
Do you
they'll
take?
just stop? They'll stop updating aside of occasional patches, and they'll start.
Do they
making a new
finally
game.
take their money with like the low amount of player base that they have? Take their money, optimize their game, and try to make a comeback.
No, what are they gonna do? Fucking
Optimize their.
what was that game? No Man's Sky, the fucking thing. Which is
That actually came back and had a little bit of play style.
It did
Added the
because
multi-
everybody wanted that game, and they're like, "Hey, we fixed it," and everyone bought it for a discounted price.
I
But-
feel like
But then like back down.
but the-
feel like I need to like if I edited this video right here, and I'm just gonna say it so I don't have to edit it. But this needs to be where the fucking part from Rick and Morty comes in. And it's like, gentlemen, you're not. There's an option you're not even thinking about. And it's fucking, and they'll just fucking blow their brains out, and they don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like,
But
all right, like, that's it.
yeah,
We did it.
I'm excited to see what happens. I have a feeling. What I want is I want a game that looks like Battlefield, with the action of PUBG essentially.
Goddamn Bush.
Yeah, but I have a feeling the battle royale game I want will eventually come out.
Yeah.
And it will take off because all battle royale games get of. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Right
who's
now.
dying in Fortnite.
Right now.
What you're saying? I want the VR. Have you seen Movie Gamer? I want that. I want that.
You want to
VR.
control a real life person.
No, not a real life person. I want the VR part. I want the VR aspect of where I'm
That's
in
like
the fucking game.
That's
years
like
out.
yeah,
I know,
that's
I know,
that's at
but,
least
like,
10 years out.
Bring it to me right
It would
now.
be sick. I mean, as soon
would
as
love to
VR is
be able
able
to-
to do that, yeah, like any VR game that you can be like
Doing the
immersed in, and
actions.
you're like,
like mobile.
holy shit,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, and like especially if it gets fucking competitive, not just a
That's
story
what
driven
I'm
game.
saying. Yeah, that's
Like
what I'm
story driven games will still be sweet, right? Like imagine playing like God of War, the new one.
Like doing some
And you're like, yeah, okay, you're punching your fucking mic cables and like you're ripping shit apart. Be
tearing
great.
apart your whole room.
Yeah, no, but like imagine you're like fighting some giant monster, you get eaten by this giant snake, and it's like, holy shit, it's like scary because you're like, I just,
right.
oh, I
I'm
felt
inside
it.
the snake, and
Yeah.
you're seeing like the fucking like darkness to redness.
Yeah, all that shit. It's like, oh
The
my
only
god.
problem is that level
Scary.
of immersion will be used long before it's used.
Oh yeah,
for-
no, it already
Using
is.
that
It's
level
already
of
there.
immersion for porn right now.
It's already
What are you
there.
talking
Yeah.
about?
The
Catch me
only
on a
problem
Thursday
is,
night, and I'm
the only
alone.
problem is how much money. You know, you gotta have the VR set. You gotta pull up the porn. You gotta have some kind of fucking fake vagina,
Yeah.
because. What's the point if you're jerking off? You're still just like, I know what that
Pocket
is.
pussies are-
Yeah, you're
Pocket
like,
pussies are at an all-time high right now. They're skyrocketing.
yeah.
If there's any business to invest in right now, pocket
Right,
pussies
and
are
then,
the
and
one.
then I'm sure there's a whole new skill of like being able to watch what she's doing and try to emulate that feeling. You know,
Yeah.
you're not just like, hey, you're like, no, too fast. Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, it's this. I lost my immersion. I'm out.
It's like
Yeah.
the Black Mirror where they're having sex just like through.
Oh,
the,
yeah, that
the
was-
thing. It just becomes
Black
that
Mirror's so
now
good.
for like
Fuck.
sexual pleasure. They're just like replaying memories.
Yeah,
I'm ecstatic when I'm 40, 50, whatever the case may be, if they come out with an FPS where there's like a treadmill and you
Yeah.
put on
And you
like a
like you
jacket,
walk and
yeah,
shit like that.
and you can sprint like because
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
that's the one thing that I think is cool is like then you actually athletic prowess would be a benefit to you.
yeah, yeah.
If you're super fast, it's like holy shit,
Yeah.
look at that
You just see
dude.
this
Yeah.
fucking
That's-
titty, like,
Yeah, that would definitely be a whole thing. Then it could maybe like put in like body mass or something and give you like some more HP or some shit. But it'd be like
I'm trying
it
to
would make
calculate
sense because
this,
then
guys.
that's the
I can't
actual
fucking
merger
do
of
it.
like today's sports with video games. It's like you have to be this athlete because then you have all these extra stats and shit. You know.
Imagine the shit talking then, because if somebody's really slow
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
heavy breathing, and you tell them like, "Take a seat, you
Bullying.
fat fuck."
Cyberbullying
Hey, man,
is
I'm
at an all-time
trying.
high.
Yeah.
Cyberbullying becomes at an all-time high. People are offing themselves, and we're just like
Well,
they
yeah,
get
but-
shut down.
But to think
because of,
about
like,
what if you grew up with
restrictions.
those games though? If you grew up with those games,
Be athletic, more
yeah,
athletic.
100%.
They're no more
like
like
our
people that sit there,
that
there's
that
no
new
more couch
generation would be
potatoes and shit like
fucking
that.
ripped.
Yeah.
They'd all be
That has to
athletic as
so
fuck.
Stellar. Just
Yeah.
shut that off just to the United States, and we all can do that for 5 years, and we all come out with like just trimmed down.
Yeah.
And they're like,
craziest
hey, look,
military
fucking
ever.
anime
Yeah.
style.
Obesity what? Obesity what?
Yeah.
And
What'd
we're
you
all
say,
trained
bitch?
soldiers
What'd you
now
say,
because
bitch?
we've been
Yeah.
playing these fucking
Yeah.
games.
Give me a gun. Give me a gun. Any gun. I don't give a shit.
NFL like players like fucking what is it? Dash whatever, 100 meters.
Yeah.
We're beating their times and like by
Yeah.
fucking.
What does this guy do? Oh, he plays fucking the new Call of Duty or
Arma,
whatever.
Arma
like-
12.
Yeah, Arma
I
12.
know Madden players are better than fucking like
Yeah.
pro
Another thing,
NFL.
Imagine sports games. I don't know how that'd be
That'd
too
be
much
weird.
movement.
Too
but-
meta.
Yeah,
It'd be too meta.
Yeah,
You know?
like dropping back to throw a pass.
Yeah, you're like, what? Because like at that point, you're like,
Best quarterback
why don't you just throw the
fucking-
why don't
Aaron
you just throw
Rodgers
the ball in
actually
real
plays
life?
the game and is just like fucking gone. Look at that shit. You're not
Throw it
even
to the
near
stands.
that ball
the
yet.
whole-
Yeah.
We no longer play 100 yards.
That
like,
would be
you have to
weird.
have,
Number
like,
12, are you like 300 pounds? You made 10 yards in a minute there. Ball is going long.
Why are you playing wide receiver?
Yeah.
You're clearly a lineman.
Yeah. But
Like-
it's,
linemen are like,
can you imagine?
Running in place the whole time.
Women, if FPS has got to that with VR, women would never protest men playing games again because it's like get off work, like, oh, kiss, I'm gonna go work out.
Yeah.
I'll be in the room, honey. Just let me know if dinner's done. Like,
Hey, I'm gonna put on some of that VR porn if you want to come help me out. You know what I mean? Yeah, like
God, dude.
on the blowjob one.
yeah.
Yeah, like.
Honey, I told you to wait
That
for
would be pretty
me.
cynical to have help with that because then you're looking at a woman that's not her.
Oh yeah. That would
Doing
be the
that
crazy thing about it. It'd almost be like the Black Mirror thing because it's like in your head, you're replaying your own memory of like the best time you guys ever had sex, and they're like, you don't know that she's doing the same. You know,
Yeah.
she could be like the best time that she's ever had sex without you. You know, and it was like, oh shit,
Look
what's
at hers,
going
it's
on?
like, when did Hugh Jackman get here?
Yeah. That was the whole problem at the end of it. Was like, yeah, he fucking,
Must have been some
he was
DLC.
like, show me your fucking memories. Show me the fucking memories. And it was like her with her ex-boyfriend. It was like, fuck you. And it was like, oh shit. I can only imagine that's gonna happen someday. Fuck. Yeah, like that was like going back to the first topic of the whole thing with Elon Musk, man. And they're talking about AI. It's inevitable, and really, you shouldn't be scared about it because it's inevitable. So you might as well just embrace it and try to make the best you can instead of just being like, "Oh shit, it's gonna kill us."
People don't understand. Like, there's a. I feel terrible not realizing this, but there is actually like a proven mathematical equation as to technological advancement with CPUs.
Yeah.
And like every couple years, it like quadruples isn't right, but just think of some kind of massive expansion like that.
Super crazy
Yeah,
expansion.
and we're like 6 years out from the CPU being just as efficient as the human brain,
Yeah.
and it's
No,
not gonna
well,
stop.
That's for
Before he
like that's like for probably like publicly, like when it comes to actually like have processors that we're not putting out like publicly.
Well, that
that-
thing that was like 2 or so years ago, where they had the two, like I think it was like the two robot mouths. They were talking with each other, like, "Oh, look, we can make them talk Spanish with each other." And I'm like, "Oh no, oh, French, English," da, da. And then like, and then they made their own language,
Yeah.
and they started talking to each other, like, or at first they started talking about saying how like the fucking
That's where you're just
how
like,
that humans essentially were like not obsolete, but they're not optimal, basically.
Yeah.
You know,
Shut it
like,
down.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, it's like, yeah, they do all
Shut it
this shit.
down.
It's like they're not optimal and blah blah blah. And then they made up their own language that they could understand, but no one else. Nope, pull the plug. And I was like, we have that shit now. You know,
Yeah.
like maybe they're not thinking how we think. They're not feeling, right? They can think, but they don't feel the emotions we feel yet. But it'll happen.
Well, if you create,
I would rather them feel. They need to be able to feel before they can just be out there thinking like that. If they just can
Yeah.
only think, that's when it's like, oh shit.
that's sociopath like expert
Yeah,
level.
yeah, and that's like
you
that's
take
when
out
we
the
all
human
get
element.
killed because he's gonna be like, all right, well, I'm helping you because you guys are killing each other, so I'm just gonna kill all of you, and like, I don't want that though, you know. And it's like, but if they could feel emotions with it, like, oh shit, like I love this and I hate that, but this is the reason I feel like this, whatever. It's like, okay, now you're at that point though. Are they human? Yes, just say yes.
Take care, buddy.
Just say
You ever
yeah,
see
you're
Her?
human. Her? Oh no, I know. Yeah, where he's with the phone and what? Nah, I never
It
actually
was a
saw
pretty
it.
neat movie for what it was. But
mean-
the whole thing was like, as soon as these sentient AI profiles that were like bought or picked up by people, as soon as they started talking to themselves, they just like fucked off.
Really?
Cause they like she'd come back and be like, "Wow, I just had like literally what would take humans like 600 years in like philosophical discovery." They're like, "Yeah, we just talked about that last night." Like it's just because there's no fatigue and
Yeah.
it's just constant riddling of information and learning, and just taking care of equations, like just insane levels of
Yeah.
You
advancement.
Elon's talking to each other.
Elon dreams of having a mind like that. Like,
Yeah.
there's
It'd be
no
like,
distraction. His brain isn't like every 3 seconds going vagina, vagina, vagina. It's just fucking zoom on it. It's they're doing exactly what they're designed to do, and that's why AI is just.
Right.
I wanted to go to school for that, but like, no.
I mean, like,
looking
so-
at how those systems are made is just astronomically mind blowing. But beyond
Really?
that, it's just like I do not want to play with that.
Yeah.
just for the podcast, he just got the dub by being a Bush.
Dub dub dub.
That's the first time that's happened in like.
Years.
Yeah, that.
That's the dub reaction right there too.
That's
So-
a dumb reaction.
Would you? It comes down to it. If you get like the chip implanted in your head or something,
Mark of the Beast.
be basically Mark of the Beast. But you know, like
I
if
don't
you could
understand
become
the
like
reference, but-
became
Mark
like
of the Beast.
an act.
Revelations.
If we're technically
Have you heard of
cyborgs,
Book?
Next
Now- topic.
Biblical book.
Yeah, Revelations. Mark of the Beast.
Talk about it in a second.
that's
Very big part.
yeah. But I feel like you're using more of a metaphor than what
That's when
that.
the world comes to an end. When, like the society takes.
Continue your point. Continue your point.
That kind of makes sense, but that's kind of vague, I guess.
It's
That's the whole
to
point of the Bible.
We'll talk to it. Finish the thing.
Yeah. So like you get like cybernetics put into you. Essentially.
Would I do that?
You could be, yeah, like you could be.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Yeah, me too. Me
So
too.
now to mine.
100%.
So-
Yeah, no, okay.
That's not even
Just
a
make sure.
question.
Well, no, because there's people like, fuck no. Like, then the government's gonna hack into me and shit. It's like, bro, like,
Government's already hacking you.
yeah, like, what are you talking
so
about?
Mark of the Beast is where every person is connected, and like there's whether it be like a high rule or anything like that, like everybody is connected through one like design to where like if you decide that you don't want that thing, then you are like basically punished. So like say everybody
Facebook.
no, way beyond that. So it's like it is a very like standard like set like you get this or basically like you die or that you're set to like slavery or something like that. Like it's a very set and standard like do this or don't do this, and like everybody does it.
Like the mark of the
Everybody.
beast in the Bible, where it's like you're gonna be marked with like 666,
Right.
and then you are like you've essentially surrendered to the devil.
Yeah.
That, if we're denying God.
No. It's just like
In
it's
biblical-
like
In,
coming.
in,
it's
yeah,
like
in
coming-
biblical terms, it's like you've given.
No. In biblical terms, it's like saying that like if you say no and you like agree to die, then like you go to heaven and
Yeah.
stuff like that. When the four, like right before the four horsemen, and so like get the mark and then like that because basically go all of those and everything. The rest of the Bible is all about.
Right.
So like the mark of the beast, 100% like against all. No, then you're. God has told you. He has told you. Path of denying it. Actually, that is like. And then the fourth. Blow the horn.
Rapture.
That's basically like another. Like a test to like your redemption.
Do you think that the cybernetic like plant would be the market?
If everybody
Destined to deny.
if everybody were to get one, then yes. Like if it would be worldwide and not just like
Well, it's
So
not.
what
it's
is
not
that just
possible
saying-
for everyone to get.
Well, I was like, so what if the mark of the beast right now is a cell phone?
Yeah.
it doesn't count because like
Why?
it's not breaking.
How would a
The fuck, we've
cybernetics
broken
plant-
those 10 commandments like forever ago.
So like
Yeah,
look, there's a book.
the Bible.
No,
It's called-
I'm just curious. So, like, how would a
The Bible.
in
No,
your
I'm
eyes?
trying to like explain. In a way, no.
That's
in a
fair,
way.
yeah, the
Have you
money
ever
would
seen-
be
have you
more
ever seen
so
the
marketing.
Justin Timberlake movie In Time. They have the time, and time becomes a currency. Time becomes a currency on there,
Anybody
and
knows
like
what
if
you're
you
talking
hit
about.
zero, if you hit that currency, then you die. But currency, so like, and you work for time to live, basically. So basically, you're immortal until your time hits zero. Okay, so if that were to be a thing, money being part of it, instead of like working for a valuable money, you're working for life at that point. And in terms, that's basically like
Your life right now.
that comes off like standpoint of how much time you have to live, and that's what divides it into two, whether you're nothing or you actually use this something, right? Like it's a very hard standard of you are good or you are bad. That standard, like that would be it is like, and when it comes to like the chip, like you are either hitting a standard of like evolution of like greater connection to where you could be controlled or you could be implanted with information that you don't, something like controlling you, and you could agree to that and accept that self. Like denying that, you stand for yourself, not want the like nations or like the just the stuff that comes with like obviously internet and technology possibly changing what you yourself could decide, because having that implant in your chip and it being hacked or anything of standard technology being a
So,
thing,
are you against the chip,
I would say yeah, depending on like how
guy?
Like, be like.
I don't think the chip itself is going against anything in the Bible, though, because you would like that's not necessarily like you would still be
depends on
you.
what the chip does and like what. So like if the chip connects us to the internet and like we're all connected
Yeah.
to the internet and we could like maybe like send telepathic messaging,
Yeah.
I'd be against it.
Why?
I don't want someone in my head.
Well, it's.
It doesn't. So somebody sends me an email. That doesn't mean like they get to see
a
all my
chance.
emails. If somebody
There's
sends me an email right
There's a
now,
chip
that
in
doesn't
your
mean they
head
get
that
to look at
connects you
all
to the
my
internet.
emails.
There's no way that you and that other person are the only ones that are connected. Somebody on a third-party source or anything else is like that is going to be in that shit. Just like our text messages. We
Right,
already
yeah,
know.
yeah, I
Like, there's
mean-
no privacy of you being yourself. I'm 100% against that.
Why are you using your phone
Privacy
then?
of you being yourself has
I
been.
use my phone because it's like a thing and like
You're contradicting yourself. I feel like right because
because I can send something on my phone and still have my own thoughts in my head. Like I have my own privacy inside my head. I send things in my phone that I would say to somebody.
Right, so what
person, but like I don't care if it's like
what if you
there's
send
people around,
broad
stuff like that.
shit on the chip and don't you're like
Somebody else can still like if you have a chip in your head, I would assume like the back thoughts of your head are still being.
I tell you though that if they ever came out with that, actually, I don't know if cyberpunk, just shit like that. If they could put a chip, mount it somewhere, you could mount it in, and it increased your neurological abilities with levels of encryption that already exist. I promise you that each one of those, how encryption works now, they'd have all of that.
Right. You can't say that there would be a government system to like override all of that because government control. Your I understand the phones. I understand all of that, but I'm still myself, and I could avoid. Using my phone. I could have.
It's like how much?
Not to because I don't do anything that I don't want. I just don't.
Well, it's a slippery slope, and I agree with your reasoning for it. If the concern, especially regarding like the Mark of the Beast example, if we have people, which I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people, especially like foil hat people that nullify the idea that up Reddit.
Right. And that's why I'm saying is like, but they also talk about it. It's the same thing as like Rapture saying, but he doesn't like Rapture, and like those who don't believe will have that last second to like choose whether like they want to that and still be saved. Like you always have the chance to be saved. Like people that think like that still have that point. I'm not saying like I'm a hardcore like Christian.
Okay, you're good.
Believe anything. I'm saying like what
it says. I have faith. So.
No, I'm just saying like that's what it says. So it's like that is in context to be already talked about. Like it's something in Revelation of people doing that said thing, which like I would
totally
have
to. Chip.
I would have to like look up actual. I just know that Revelation.
What about being an android? You could take your mind and put it in a robot body. You get to live forever. Or like, not even your mind as much as you could download, because you wouldn't want your brain. Your brain's gonna fucking decay.
I'd rather be myself and die. Like,
why are you so stuck on this being yourself thing? Why are you not yourself as a robot?
I've always been myself. It's the same thing like when you guys talked about the black thing. Like I just don't think of me. Like I'm me. I make.
I feel like you're prejudiced against robots, man. Like you think robots,
no, I think,
like sentient robots that can feel and everything else.
100% cool. Am I going to be skeptical about having robots? 100%. Like that shit could go south.
I'm skeptical about a lot of stuff.
Quick. I'm like all for technology and advancement. Like that's cool. I would like that. I'm all about like exosuits. Like that's cool. Make me stronger. Like I'd do that.
Like what was that game? Crisis?
Yeah, I would 100% do something.
That was like alien stuff, but
yeah, that'd be cool. I'm 100% for technological advancements. Like
pretty sure he was chipped.
But like,
pretty sure he was chipped.
Exosuit.
Oh, no, I definitely have, but it was definitely because it wasn't like everybody could do it. He was like affected by the aliens or something.
Army.
It took alien tech.
Army of exosuit, like it advanced for, and the alien invasion is what made them like take that like technology and like, use it, and like Halo almost. Like a thing of Halo.
Definitely
Halo
the sequel, because he ends up because he like
Halo he is chipped.
Yeah, no, Halo he's an alien. Halo he is an alien.
Master Chief?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
When they were like, oh wait a minute, you were like actually this ancient, like bred from this ancient race to like you were actually like handpicked essentially to be this fucking badass. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure like because something happened in Crisis where like it was like leaking into his body essentially, whatever it was like corrupting him to where they're like. Can't be like this too long, man, because like essentially you're just like fuck it, like I'm a Marine and I'm no, I'd never played
it. With the robots thing, I would, because for the same reason that I would never do teleportation.
I would totally teleport.
Well, here's the thing.
I wouldn't be the first one to teleport.
Here's the thing though, is if you're broken down on a molecular level, be built on a molecular level, are you or did you just?
Oh, thank you. That's, that's what I'm saying.
I heard that and I'm like, oh, I'm not.
I'm
Really?
saying like you're not.
Ah,
yourself.
fuck it.
Whoever comes out on the other end.
How many
is gonna
times
be
can
like,
you do that before you're like a part of somebody else too?
Well, I don't know about that part, but it's all hypothetical, so it very well could be
Right.
possible. But at the same time, whoever comes out the other end, if it works 100%, they're gonna be like, well, I mean, yeah, I'm me. Like they're just gonna be like, I've got these memories, like I guess it's me. But you totally could have died. Now there's some dude that's just you. That's
But-
how you were.
But what does that matter? I've thought about this before with like clones. Like if you got cloned,
against clones.
like if you cloned yourself, like a perfect clone, and he had like you just took like a scan of your body, how it is now with all your memory, you cloned yourself, and you died, and that clone lived your life. But like, who's to say that that's not you?
Same thing as like
No?
a paradox, like the paradox, like the time travel. It's the same. It's
But
the
like
same
he
thing as a
grows
time,
and he learns all that shit later too.
It's the same thing as a time traveling like paradox. Like you go back in time and you meet yourself, right? And it doesn't cause like the big
Butterfly
old-
effect.
Yeah, it doesn't cause
Right.
that. And you like come to a point like where one of you can only go further. Can't live with both. Both were to go further. You know that. One of you would you choose to go further? Choose current present self that decided
'cause,
to go
well,
back
no,
in
then
time and see
you-
yourself, or would you choose
Yeah, that's
past tense self?
Oh fuck that guy.
no. You would
Like,
fight.
I'm-
You would
Right.
fight.
Because you're yourself. The past guy doesn't know anything about the future. You would 100% choose yourself.
Well, either
Because you
because
yourself.
both people are gonna choose himself because fuck that other guy.
So that's what I'm saying.
Unless
though.
like
You're
unless
not
it was
yourself, though.
like in or
Why would you want to clone?
that the electric one? Powers one was infamous.
Yeah.
Unless it was like that one where he goes back in time. He's like, I fucked up. Kill me, like, and then we'll
Only
change
evil
shit.
path?
No, bad guy in Infamous 1. Spoilers if you haven't played this. Like, is
Best
you
PS4 games. PS3, sorry.
PS3? Yeah, bad guy at the end is you, but he did all this shit to better. He went back in time to better his younger self to fight this even worse enemy. But in order to do that, like, cause like it happened, he wasn't prepared, so he goes back in time
Hi, Blake.
to fucking raid or to train himself through doing all this super evil shit. That's like why that. So if you, unless you went back in time for that reason, you went back in time for. You went back in time as a leisurely thing, and then you couldn't go back for whatever reason. Yeah, you would always try to fight for yourself because you. That's just human nature. But
Why
the
would
other
you
guys
ask me
also.
why I'm so on to top of being myself, because even that person that's back in time to better himself, like realizes that selfless reason that he's not.
I'm saying,
who he
I'm
would've
saying,
been.
what is yourself? Like, what do you think is yourself? Your skin and your bones and your.
No, fuck no.
Why'd you? If you could just transfer your consciousness into a robot.
If I could transfer my consciousness into a robot and then not be affected by other like robots or like somebody in that robot, then yeah. Then yeah. If it's if
Yeah.
it's only me and I 100%
Like,
am
if all
transferring
the
my
human race
consciousness
is like,
and nobody
we
else
now
has
realize that we
access-
can all live forever if
nobody
we can
has
do this.
access to controlling the things that I decide to do, and I'm actually living the
Right,
immortal
yeah, yeah.
life, then yes, yeah, I will do that. But if there's a if
Do you
there's a
actually believe
chance-
right now that people don't control the way that you voices and whatnot?
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, that's
So
Yeah,
social
it's
standards,
just
like
a more
social standards
extreme-
are a
that
thing.
and propaganda and bias.
right.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I'm saying like physically, like they have a controller and they can shut off like my decisions to like fucking move my arms, walk my legs, or something like that, and they
Right.
can fucking do that shit for me. I'm out. No, I'm not doing that. But if
Yeah.
it's me and I decide that I want to walk forward or have my own opinion
Yeah.
and I decide to do
They
this,
would never, unless it was like a mass.
never is a
the-
very strong
The
word
thing
there.
is,
It's all
oh,
hypothetical.
yeah, it's all hypothetical anyway.
but
They
never
would,
in a hypothetical is a very word because
sure, why not? Well, then
contradicting
I'm
to a
doing it for a
hypothetical.
very strong statement, I guess. But they would never just shut it all off unless they shut everybody off at once. Like, all right, you're gone. Phew. But then, like, the thing is like you're saying that somebody in power would probably do that, right? Something like that. Like someone.
power.
It's a
Most likely
power trip type thing if they're gonna do that. Well, if they shut everybody off, then who the fuck do they have to be powerful over? Nobody.
Maybe shut it off. It like just literally controlling you. They're controlling.
I'm just saying
like,
that shit happens today, and you get a walk to do all this stuff, but they get to decide like
Illuminati type
outcomes.
shit. Are you talking about?
sort of. It's not even Illuminati as much as just like how many opportunities do you get compared to other people and whatnot.
I mean, the other
Always like
the other funny part of this is if they came out with that, if they're like, all right, like if Elon Musk, like in his later years, like, okay, AI is a problem. We need to find a way to retain what we've learned and make sure that the newer generations don't start to befriend this shit because it's bad. So I'm gonna take, I've created a husk, like a cybernetic husk that we can put your consciousness in. live through this robot to make sure that it has blah 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 methods to try and defend the AI
Against
swarm.
that.
Yeah, sounds like a sci-fi film, but bear with me. If that came about, we'd have no shot to get into that robot. It would,
for sure.
Would
It'd be rich
the
people
wealthy
and
the powerful. So even then, we're
get
still
like the Robbie.
rotting.
We get like the Robbie robot.
We would get killed, or we just die off eventually. They'd be like, because they would quit making food because like robots don't need food and fuck everybody else.
All of a sudden, all of our power is starting.
And actually, there's actually a thing about that. Like when it comes to robots and like how they don't need food, is that like instead of food being like the thing for consumption, like if there's not like enough information to obtain that they don't already know because they are like already technological advanced, that's what like drives them to an extent of like turning.
That's what we're doing right now with mumble rap and all the fucking everyone getting dumbed down. Is we're just preparing for fucking AI that's gonna come eventually.
I think
we're gonna take away all the information.
There's more steps before it just jumping.
With
I know,
AI,
he's
though,
fucking around now.
I think it would handle so many things on a cultural level, though.
What I was saying though with the Husk is it's not to be like to defend against the AI. It's more to like intermingle.
Oh, I knew it was on a social thing and just to live, but like
Yeah. But it's like if we were
immortal.
not able to just give everybody something, unlock your brain to where I mean, not necessarily it'd be your brain because it'd be like chip or whatever, but to do something to where you could think like that, you could look at a problem and just like, okay, bam,
like
I'm
the
cool.
Matrix. Like I don't know how to fly a plane.
Yeah, or something like that.
I know
or
how to fly a
fucking
plane.
yeah, basically, yeah. That's the whole thing. It's just like boom, and then like, and so now everybody's at this level, and we just fucking like go. We just like
Oh, yeah.
just start
It would-
figuring out all these problems. We just like, this is stupid. Why are we even thinking about that before? This right here,
There's always
bam.
going to be another thing though, like another mountain. No, it's not like it's a never endless
Well,
mountain
if-
of like problems. That's the thing with it.
I think,
But we'd be able
Like, once
to
you
solve
get
things
once you
at, like,
once you get
exponential.
but once you get like it's the same thing like it's like
our
finding like
new
you
problem would be
find an
like-
algorithm to beat
Space,
something.
and then
Like you find like okay, so say that'd be the thing. Like you find an algorithm and you do that, and then everything like adds up, and you overcome problems and overcome those problems, and then you hit like a thing. Like the next problem you encounter is going to be so much harder because it's like you're diving deeper into the wormhole.
because you have to
of, like
but that's living, that's experiencing stuff, and that's getting better at whatever. There always is gonna be another problem that's gonna be hard, because any other problem that if you come across a new problem that's easier or at the same level, you've already been through that now, so you know you can fix it. So you will
repetition
find
solves most problems.
a new problem
Yeah.
that now I'm stumped. We have to do it, but they can analyze that shit so quick, especially if you think
That's the thing is that like they're analyzing so quick is going to be like harder because the problem is going to be so much larger. That's the thing with like AI and stuff like that. Like yeah, AI can solve a simple equation that's not simple to us so much harder, but actually AI will hit that mathematical equation that just for like picture's sake instead of me explaining because I suck at explaining. Like say the average problem is this long, boom bar, right? So they just like keep hitting these progress bars that are just boom easy, and we've holy shit, that's an advancement, and it's definitely like a jump, and that's great. Like we fucking hit that. Holy shit, we hit that. Now they're gonna hit this because just the way math works and infinity and shit, just like it's never ending. Like it's gonna be 4 bars, and they're like, all right, well shit.
But the thing is they do that to themselves though.
And as they're like joining this, like yeah, AI is gonna get smarter, and that 2 bars is gonna be easier. That's gonna grind faster. But as they're solving these 2 bars, like eventually the equation itself is gonna be spreading so much faster rather than AI is able to solve it.
Well,
How do you know that though?
How infinity works. That's infinity.
But
That's
they learn infinity as
like,
well.
We can't look
No,
at
no.
advancement.
Yeah.
We can't look at
They teach
advancement
themselves.
Like that, though. That's a
They teach
hurdle.
themselves repetition of what they are going through. Infinity is something that's like literally just like going to be never ending, like greater. We're hitting.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to explain. Wait for Mike. Can I have a soda? Yeah.
Oh my god. Be right back after these few messages.
So,
Heck, I'm just. You talking about? Oh, Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Somebody clip it. Oh. Shuffle.
That's the new that's the new Help Us podcast intro. But the point, yeah, Mike shaved and just came back. Sure.
Yep. No, hey, how's it going? Oh, and now I'm back. And now I'm back. Wait a minute, hold on.
No, but what I was trying to explain to. But if you take his example of like, you know, you've got this problem, and then as they figure it out, it just gets bigger and bigger. Like that is still just exponential advancement.
Right.
Right. No, I get that.
You can't tear that down with eventually they're gonna get. I don't.
Will AI? There's
But,
going
like,
to be
you
a
can't-
greater thing than AI. AI is not. AI is the greater thing to us.
No, because AI makes, but same thing that we
This is
create
to our
AI,
technology.
right?
This is to our technology.
They'll-
If it
they'll
comes to,
create
like, a
the
galaxy
AI
if this
or
becomes
whatever.
to like a technology like thing that you're talking about, and like it being a galaxy like advancement, this is our technology. When AI hits like the point to where we find an alien technology that's bigger than ours, like that's where the stump stops, and we are no longer progressing, and we are trying to figure out what they did to progress to theirs, and that's where we hit. That's where I'm saying.
I kinda get what you're saying there.
Yeah, I guess what I'm confused with is why is that a problem?
Not a problem.
Okay. 'Cause
No, it's 100% not a problem. I'm just saying that
I mean,
like
it's possible every technology that exists will hit a wall.
right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fine.
Their wall would be a technology that we've never,
Like
a problem that we've never
altering
come
matter.
up with before.
Yeah.
And even
That's
then,
also
what,
how dumbed down we are.
how do we know that they
Because
wouldn't have found that out by
thinking
then?
we are
You
the
know?
most technologically advanced, 100%, probably the
No, yeah.
the lowest thing because
That's all. That's why we're scared of AI, is because AI can learn so much faster, is that they can pass us so swiftly
right.
if we let it happen. But it's like,
Well, it's that and the fact that all of our technology is typically interconnected now.
yeah.
So
That's
you're
that's why they
allowing
learn so quick,
a
because
a
they have
technology
access to
made
all the
off that
information.
system.
So what?
all right. But yeah, it's just I understand it's scary, but
I don't think it's scary. I don't think it's as much scary as it is just like
I think it's scary at
how
all.
dumb am I kind of thing.
that's why it's scary for one. Because anybody that's smart would be
It's
like,
not
"Holy
scary
shit!"
to me though. It's more or less like it's like I ask myself, I was like, am I dumb or is there actually a species? Because like yeah, you can't not say that there is a species out there that isn't. Say it, puss.
The former.
Yeah, go. You're doing a good thing. Keep doing your thing. Keep
No,
doing your
no,
bit.
Fuck that.
Oh, you're dumb. All right, sorry.
The reason why it's
No, you just don't
scary-
care enough. I feel like.
No, I do. Like it's not
Yeah,
like no, I
the
care
reason-
100%.
The
Like that's
reason
such
why
a,
it's scary is because it can learn far faster than us. Exploit.
right. But
Nukes.
say we are the alien species that is technologically advanced, like beyond the other species that we encounter. Like it's not the matter of that I'm like dumb anymore. It's like the matter of like holy shit, is this long? So therefore we're so much more advanced, and now we are the greater species of the universe. Like not universe. In that sense, like we are the dominant species of the galaxy, and then like on top of that, like it's just like such a greater question that's just like weird to me to ask. Is like on a galaxy level and on like an actual like space thing, and if we were to progress and go beyond all that, and if we are the actual dominants and we are the ones who first fucking did it, and like all these other species are actually pretty fucking far behind us, like that's holy shit moment, right? Like that's a like we're fucking geniuses at that point. Even the dumb people here are like geniuses because they at least understand like what's going on in their world. Like that's fucking crazy to think about.
Hey,
Sentience is
You
really
can't just
the-
live the like you can't.
Sentience
But
is the
definitely
defining
can't.
thing, though. Like I'd love for us to be able to go to Mars, like if Mars instead of just the road around.
Right, right.
And I want to get some excavators in there and just
Yeah,
start
yeah.
digging up
Elon, dude, he's
a
the
mile,
fucking.
a mile of that soil.
Elon's not the first step, but the latest step with those rockets.
SpaceX, yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
That was
And
mind blowing to see.
I
a
was
rocket
watching it,
take
and
off
I
and then
didn't.
land
It didn't
itself.
recognize. Like I didn't recognize first watching it. I was just like, oh shit, rockets, and like it's gonna land again. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. but I was watching it with this Twitch streamer guy that I know, Likandu, and he's a big science guy, and he's a big astronomy guy, and everything. He's like, you guys, you don't understand. I don't think you guys understand the importance. This is a huge milestone for the human race, because this is the first step to space travel. Like, this is the first step to like a space bus, where we can now afford. You can make a spaceship not just for one crew, that holds people a commercial airliner does. You know, you can have your captain, and then you have like 50 other people.
Yeah, the Air Corps or what was that jet? They had a jet that already could fly like out of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Concorde or something like that.
But it wasn't at the same intensity of like this, right?
Where you could put like a shuttle on that thing.
Yeah.
Like, you go to Asia, okay,
Yeah.
launch, and then
Which is
land in
crazy.
Asia.
That
Yeah.
is still crazy. That was still a really good thing, but that's finally someone else is like pushing the envelope again to be like, all right, what's next?
And it's
What's
really
next?
not NASA's fault. NASA's like, fuck yeah, like
Yeah.
let's get some publicity and say space is important because our funding's been cut
Oh yeah,
constantly.
right.
They're
Because
like,
nobody
hey,
cares
Like,
about
can
it
you imagine
anymore.
at a board meeting, they're going up like, all right, we want to make a rocket that can take off and land it. They'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Why would America?
How much is that
going to
cost?
That? Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that.
More than $5? No.
Yeah.
You know, it's that's why I thought the kind of showed you.
It's so good.
I love The Martian.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Plus, I have a crush on Matt
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Doesn't.
Amen.
Damon, but he
Doesn't have
it
a
showed
crush on
all
that
the
guy.
political bullshit that they have to deal with to try and get things done.
I don't have a man crush on Matt Damon.
You don't like
I'm a
him?
Wahlberg guy.
Are you really? You,
Yeah.
You like terrible movies? Except for comedies, which are pretty fucking easy.
But he's great at them.
The other guys.
What do you
he's
mean?
one of my
Wait, what about the
favorite
Four
movies.
Brothers?
Yeah, okay, The Four Brothers is good.
Yeah,
You got me on one. Keep going.
Four Brothers.
I can name
Who?
many Matt Damon movies.
Okay, if you say any of the Bourne ones, you're wrong. Those are just action movies.
What?
Those are just
I
action
love the
movies.
Bourne movies, though.
They're not just
Yeah.
action movies.
But they're action movies.
Not just action
Like
movies.
the whole fucking
Name
last
all the
season.
action- have you seen the fucking movies?
You did that
Name
punch?
all
That
the
was a
action
sick
that
ass
happens
punch.
In those movies, it's not.
That was a sick
100%
ass punch.
Last movie.
But I'm
too.
just saying. No, I know.
That's a
That's,
reboot.
but
That's
that's
a
what I'm
reboot.
saying.
Think about
It's
the
like
fights,
Name all.
though.
Name
That-
no.
that takes a
No.
lot
I
of-
want. I want him to
I'm
name
just saying it's
all
like-
the action scenes in that fucking all three movies. Name all the action scenes.
okay,
The
all
movie is not
right.
all action. That is 100% not an all
I
action.
know, but
movie.
that's why you go see it. It is an
No.
action movie.
I mean,
The movie is completely like a government-based, like political view of like if there were to be a
It's like
secret
a
agency
new
from the
James
America.
Bond.
Only more political.
fair,
James
like,
Bond is action.
I love the Jason Bourne films. Like, I'll watch them anytime they're on TV. I'm a huge Matt Damon fan. Don't get me wrong, but the Bourne films are literally like in the first one, who am I fight scene, followed
First
by
one.
who
That's
am
first one.
I fight scene.
Second one is taking down what made him.
Who am I?
but they're
Third,
still
third
trying to-
one,
I'll
third
give you a
one
little
is
bit.
like the whole. Are there more of me?
I'd still say 60% of each
Like,
film
yeah.
is combat.
Why they made the other one with what's his
Here,
name?
with
I'd
Jeremy
still say 60%
Renner, right?
of the
Jeremy
film
Renner,
is combat.
60?
But it's like 100% why you go.
60% combat, 100% of the reason why I watch it.
I go 30. Shit,
Credits?
like
What?
transitions. No transitions.
Like 20% is
There's-
like there
there's
was
a lot
nothing
of-
else in
there's
the
a lot of
theater that I wanted to
transitions in
see.
that movie where you're just like, and we're traveling on a boat, and then like we're traveling like in the city and shit like that. There's a lot of transitions in the movie.
I'm not saying that like I don't like action movies either, but I'm just
Hey,
saying.
Jim Jones.
Oh, Jim Jones,
Jim Jones.
Jim
Oh,
Jones.
no, the Jim
Hey,
Jones.
Tier 10 bits for you guys.
Oh, hell
Jim
yeah,
Jones
thank you,
is
Jim
our-
Jones. You,
Number one fan.
ooh, you.
Bit giving son of a bitch.
Yeah.
A bitty. He
It's
loves
your little
bitties.
bits. Give little
Throwing
bits
those
away.
Tiggo bitties.
Throwing them tiggle bitties around. That's pretty good.
I don't know. Good Will Hunting is the reason why I like Matt Damon. Phenomenal movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Matt Damon himself as a character is just like the man is smart himself. Like,
Yeah, I've
and
never
it,
met
like-
him.
huh?
He is.
I've never
just, like,
seen.
looking
I've
at,
never
like-
seen like interviews with him.
Really? You never saw the teacher interview?
No.
Okay, so there's his mom's a teacher. His mom's a teacher, and they were interviewing him and like
That
while
one
they-
of the good.
like way after. Like somebody's
I just figured
interviewing
maybe
him.
like it
I'll
spoke
tell
to
you-
him.
I'll tell you
Somebody's
something
interviewing
in a
him basically, and like they start to talk about him how he feels about something about salary, and he 100% shuts down the conversation. He's like, you know what, you're gonna come at me about like the salary or how much I was paid for this movie, and his mom's sitting next to him, and like she's just there, like she's no fucking idea, like he's about to fucking like bring this. Like you can come at me about salary in an interview. Like if you're gonna come at me about salary, like fuck what you're about to ask me and what you want to hear. Like I'll complain about salary. I don't give a fuck what I make. My mom is a teacher, and you know what she makes? Fucking shit. And he like goes on this big rant about like how basically teachers don't make anything, and it
Right.
makes it not about him or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just like goes on this big funding thing about that, and she's just like, all right, so that's not what we were going for. Almost like a
I think I actually have seen
borderline
that.
TMZ
I think
kinda
I have
interview, and
actually
he just,
seen
like,
that.
goes off, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, all right, what the fuck?
I think I have seen that one. Yeah.
And,
Because
like,
I
the dude was,
remember
like-
seeing something like that where it's like it just turned into like a whole like our education system shit, and we should pay teachers more. And they was like, yeah, let's not do this. Like
That's not
I
gonna go on
wanted
the
stuff
paper.
about boobs and whatnot. Like
Yeah.
fuck you,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, no, one of the things I learned, and this is one of the reasons why because Good Will Hunting like struck me in a lot of ways. Just
Yeah.
far
As it
like,
should, as it
emotional
should,
acting
as
and
it should.
what you can make out of yourself. I had that movie wrapped in like the store plastic on VHS as a kid in my house for the whole time I lived there. Never knew it was that good of a
Yeah,
never watched
yeah,
it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't watch it till years after.
That's how I
Missed
was.
the train entirely.
I didn't watch
but-
for a while because Jay and Silent Bob. You know,
Yeah,
so good. I still like Jay and
Dogma.
Silent Bob more.
I love Dog.
Oh yeah, no. But in Jay and Silent Bob, when Ben Affleck like actively talks shit on Matt Damon,
Yeah.
he's like, "What are you gonna do with a Good Will Hunting or whatever?"
Yeah.
It's like Good Will Hunting 2, hunting season, and then it's like, "What do you think of this?" It's like, "Yeah, what do you think of them apples?" It's like, "I don't like the sound of them apples. What are we gonna do?" Hunting season, applesauce, bitch. And then I was like, "Wait." I think I've been thinking of this movie the wrong way. Apparently, it's an action movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, hold on. He just shotgunned this guy in the chest. And then when I watch it, I realized how much funnier that scene was because
God,
it's
you
not
don't
an
know.
action movie.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, shit, that was great. But it was a good movie. It was a really good movie. Yeah, no, for sure.
Well, the reason one of the
A
things
little
I
far-fetched,
read
but-
that was funny with that is when Matt Damon and Ben Affleck wrote that movie,
Yep.
they submitted it to different.
They denied. Yeah, they declined it like 4 times.
Well, it was declined because they declined offers for people to produce it.
Yeah.
Studios, I guess, whoever you send it to, companies.
He said, yeah, I'll do
No,
it,
you
but
said
I'll
it to
do
studios.
it.
You sent it to
in
studios.
the script, they put a gay scene
Yeah, I remember that.
between Ben Affleck and Matt Damon's characters. The two
course
of
they
them
did.
Fucked in the script, and the only reason whatever company picked it up got it is because they called and said, "Hey, love the script, but what's going on with the gay scene?" And because of that, they're like, "All right, you get it. So we'll do it for you." Just because they went through the whole fucking
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
and
They
found that.
actually looked through
Yeah.
it and went, yeah, that's smart.
I was like, that is a hilarious. Like they had no careers yet.
Save that scene for the
Or
bedroom.
really
you know what
good,
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like,
they
Ben
had
Affleck
no
is, like-
careers.
His acting's great. Ben Affleck's acting is not like a whole.
It's not bad, though.
It's not. No.
People
it is
trash him
very-
for, like, bullshit reasons.
100%,
Like,
100%
people
they
hate
trash
him.
because of the way he
It's
looks.
the
and
same
shit he does.
thing.
Have you seen oh, yes. Oh my god.
I still haven't seen it
dude.
again. It was really good.
Oh.
Yeah, I
You
really
see-
wanted to. I
he
just
got
it was
like
one
a
of them that I
43.
fucking
He got a
missed.
43 like rotten shit. Like and then people did
No,
fucking
it's-
movie so
I
much.
saw it in theaters.
It is.
You know what he needs to do? He needs to make a movie and not tell people he's
100%
going to
that movie
release
got
it.
bad because it was him. Like
Right.
if anybody else and you pick
He
that
needs
movie,
to make a movie and release it without telling anybody. So it's a secret release
Yeah.
movie. Bam, right there. Apparently that's
so
the fucking
cool.
that's the whole thing.
The reason-
Kamikaze yourself.
The reason I thought, and I don't know why I like this guy, but there's a dude in that movie. It's the mustachioed, bearded guy, the huge motherfucker. He's in like 50 movies in the past 5 years. He's always a villain. He's always like a grunt, and he
Same
always
kinda-
dies.
Talking about the guy that like when they go to the farmhouse.
He dies in every film I see him, and it's like, hey, there's that fucking guy, and 5 minutes later, he's like shot in the head or killed, and he
That's
has
his
It's like that one
livelihood.
guy. It's like
He
the
has
guy from
dying.
the guy that plays in the Wolverine the trash Wolverine movie.
The
Well,
Wolverine
He gets like Origin.
Origins one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Origins one. Where he's like the big buff guy, and then he turns into the big fat boxer guy.
The Blob.
guy? Yeah, the guy, and he's like, "Rrr," and he got a weird like.
That.
Yeah. He's a boxer. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the
Well, that's
Blob.
the same guy.
It's not, but it's that same like I'm saying. It's like that same casting like
Yeah.
role where that guy is always
I don't know.
fucking
I never got to see this mustachio dude act, and they're told like we need you to go kill this accountant. That's all they're told, and then they're just talking shit the whole way. They're like, it's a fucking accountant. What kind of problem would this be?
Yeah.
And there's like a 4-man team, and they just get fucking obliterated, and then they have this one-on-one fight scene, and this guy's like, okay, whatever. He starts fighting him, and he's just getting the shit kicked out of him.
Like hand to hand.
Yeah, and he just stands up like, what in the fuck? And then he just gets killed, and it's hilarious because I'm like, dude, this dude can't cut up. Like, I'm dying laughing in the theater.
Because you know the actor.
Yeah,
You're like, this
and
guy
no
can't
one
catch
got
a
it.
break.
Yeah,
Literally.
I'm
Give him a better
laughing like
role.
a fucking sociopath.
Give me a beer.
Oh,
You?
it was so good. But he I don't know. Ben Affleck did well in that movie because he pretty much, what is it?
Let me ask you your opinions on Jersey.
You haven't seen Jersey Girl?
It's like his most hated
Affleck?
movie.
I'm not. The thing is,
I'd
Hated
say
movie.
Daredevil
Jersey
would be
Girl?
his most hated
nah.
Oh, Jersey Girls.
I will
most
stand
hated
for
violence.
Daredevil. But I was a kid when I watched it. But still, that's the whole thing. It was like it was a superhero movie. It was supposed to be a little
When it
edgier,
comes to,
but
like,
but
Batman, maybe not trying.
But I
to be
definitely
just-
think-
I'm not trying to be just on this standpoint, but like King.
definitely being Justin on this standpoint. Great actor, all right? Yeah. But Jersey Girl was not a bad movie.
Not a bad movie.
I was not ready for it when I saw it. I went on a Kevin Smith movie binge. Literally went to Blockbuster and just rented everything. Kevin Smith.
acting
This
is just
included
so
me watching
natural. Like,
Degrassi
they don't
because
act-
there was a thing on there that said including Jay and Silent Bob. They're literally in one episode for like a total of 2 minutes on like 3 different scenes, a total of 2 minutes. And so I was like,
Their acting isn't.
where the
like,
fuck are they? Where are they at?
Affleck's acting is literally like he's the character, like except Batman. That's the reason why- I don't like his acting as Batman. Like him as Batman, that's cool. I like the way they made his Batman look. Like when it comes to his acting, it's not Ben Affleck's acting. Ben Affleck's acting is a natural acting that like you
He's
don't
not a
question the
character
script.
actor.
You don't question the script. Like he plays himself. Like if he were to play
Like
his,
puts himself as the character.
right. He plays himself, and it's you don't question like, oh, he's reading a script. He's really trying hard to become this person. Look at any Ben Affleck movie, 100%. He's just him. In Batman, he has to do a voice. He has to actually do like real hard acting. He has to
Only
be
because
Bruce
Christian
Wayne.
Bale, that
He
fucking
has-
over actor.
Christian Bale is not.
I'm just kidding.
Christian
Christian Bale is
is a
fucking
great
awesome.
actor
I
because
fucking
look at
love
all
Christian
the roles
Bale.
he has to be. He literally he's had experience with changing his persona himself.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck has never done that. Ben Affleck
Clooney's the
has
worst Batman.
That's fair. That's fair.
Get your card.
Clooney
Mastercard.
was
An
the worst
advertisement for a movie.
Batman.
What the
Clooney,
fuck?
yeah,
That was-
he actually apologized.
Good.
Yeah.
Now
Like,
Michael Keaton, we're pretty.
Michael
Keaton was
Keaton's-
cool.
He's one of the most underrated actors in the
Like
world.
Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
I didn't like it though. I get it as a personality thing and whatnot. Yeah. But looking at it,
It bothered me
that's
as a kid.
it
too.
bothered. Well, just he didn't look the part.
Like, Tommy
You
Lee
know.
Jones played Two-Face.
That was a good Two-Face.
I thought that was
That was a
alright
good
too. I thought it was a good
Two-Face.
Two
Yeah, that was a good
Face. Yeah, like I thought he could do good as Two Face. And like
Riddler.
the Riddler, Jim Carrey, that was great.
That was great.
That was fucking
100%.
great. He could do an even better Riddler right now.
Yeah.
They should recast Jim Carrey
my
as
God,
the Riddler
that'd be
now.
insane.
He's already crazy, you know.
When
Just
he's
get it
That's the
out
whole
there.
thing. Now he's
got
just
that dark streak where he's like.
Yeah,
just
he's
kinda
exactly-
nuts.
he's been out there.
He's
He's
the living enigma. He's the
Yes,
living
he
enigma.
really is the living enigma. He is actually so
That's a
fucking perfect
brilliant
for that
idea.
role.
We need to go to a studio. With
We
this
need to
and
go
be
to
like,
Warner Brothers and be like, listen,
Riddler.
here's the
Just want a
thing.
Riddler movie.
You thought Heath Ledger was good? Fucking
Yeah,
throw this
for
guy
real.
in as Riddler.
Yeah, you think Heath Ledger was good as the Joker? No. Jim Carrey now as the Riddler.
Jim Carrey.
South Park thing?
Yeah, dude. All I can think about like Rob Schneider.
Rob
Jim
Schneider
Carrey
is
like that's
the
all I fucking
Carrey.
think about whenever we say actor names and like how they should be.
There's
No,
some-
for real though. I would watch that in a heartbeat.
yeah.
That
Can you imagine the trailer? Like if we never even talked about this and they didn't tell anyone, and then it's just Ben Affleck, and then they're like,
I hope because the next movie I'm pretty sure is already confirmed. Much in Batman. Where's it Slade?
Down there.
who's the
Right.
next
So
one?
Red Hood, that'll be sick.
Batman solo
Red Hood,
movie. We
'cause
don't know
if-
if it's gonna happen because I don't
I don't
know
know
Ben
who
Affleck agreed to that.
Yeah,
he
that's
agreed
true.
to Justice League. I don't. And if the solo movie does happen, I don't think Batman will be in it.
Just like it'll be like the
yeah.
go that, and then like that's
the,
it.
Like the Suicide Squad. Where
Yeah.
like on the,
Yeah.
Batgirl in the next.
yeah. No.
Yeah.
They're
What's her
they're
face?
making
There's
a
Batgirl
series.
movie,
Series.
right?
Oh,
No, they're making a series. It's a CW
okay.
series, and it's
Oh
gonna be,
yeah, right,
it's
yeah,
gonna be, the fuck's her name? The chick from Orange is the New Black,
Well,
Emily
she's
Rose.
from
or
John
not,
Wick. She was the mutant
yeah,
John
yeah,
Wick.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she's like the popular lesbian of acting.
Also Australian.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is. It's gonna be great.
Fuck, what the fuck
It's
is her
gonna be
name?
great.
Emma
It's
Rose.
gonna be-
Something.
Yeah.
Not. Fuck. What the fuck is her name?
I don't think she's hot. Is that weird?
Yeah. Yeah.
Had long hair. She.
Go ahead and get the fuck out of here. It's fine. I'm just kidding.
Her tattoos are hot.
I really don't think she's hot.
Her tattoos are hot.
Even
Flat blonde hair on
He's
her
just
bitch.
too successful for you.
no, it's
It's
just,
intimidating.
I
I need more of a
my
troublesome. I need more of a
ideal
troublesome
like,
girl.
Have you seen like
You need some chub. You've
Kate-
been
like,
Americanized.
Kate Winslet is like my
Been
ideal
Americanized.
body type. She's British, granted, but yeah, like I like curves, just thick girls.
I do too.
I'm like, yeah, she's pretty, but like, not drooling.
Yeah,
Like Salma Hayek, I'm like, yeah, you're near 50 or 50 already. I'd be if I had to choose between her and the mute from John Wick 2, I'd be like,
Yeah.
dude, Salma, hands down, more to play with.
About
in 2 or 3.
hours?
Yeah. What are we at?
Half.
Making sure.
Am I the only guy there? Like,
What for Salma Hayek? Salma Hayek's hot.
no, I
Yeah.
just mean like body types. Like, that you guys just
Uh,
not with the thick, just like rather have.
as long as they got some titties. Not really.
Yeah,
No.
it's like,
Who
like
said that? Chris
these-
Rock, I think. He was like, I like all girls, as long as you got titties. You gotta have titties though. If you don't got titties, too young for me. Yeah, it's like, it's like, it's something like that. I forget which fucking special it was on. I'm pretty sure it was Chris Rock. But that stuck with me for whatever reason. I thought it was funny as shit. I'm not picky.
Well,
I learned what I don't like, apparently, from experience. I'm like, no, never mind.
I thought I'd be into
Never
this,
mind. Like, this was a grave mistake, and I realized it right as it was done. Yeah, it was too late then, but I know now. Yeah, it's like
but that's an
that was
that's an
not. There's
agreeable
only
stance.
one ever time in my life that's happened, and I know a bunch of people that know exactly what the fuck. They would listen to this and be like, "I know what he's talking about," but
I really want details on this, but
it just involved a basement and a washer, and the washer actually wasn't even involved, but it
was a
in that, but it was a means to like getting her there, I guess, for her, not even for me. I wasn't even trying. I was not even interested.
she was like, "We need to have this on Spin Cycle."
Nah, it was. Oh, we'll have to another. Maybe after the stream, I'll fucking.
Yeah, I'm curious now.
No, but but that was the only time ever that I've I was like, it was literally like as soon as everything was done, I was just like, fucking terrible idea.
Well, what's your like ideal body type then? Like, if you had to give me an example.
Body type.
Like, okay, so the pandered towards like girls that are essentially just like bean poles. Sandra Bullock and Miss Congeniality, that like dress scene you ever seen?
Yeah, but like,
Been too long?
the thing that's weird is I've actually just recently. Well, he was watching it, and
You gotta cop out.
yeah, like I was like,
Justin was watching.
yeah, Justin's into that stuff,
I'll find it.
reality and stuff. And I get it. Okay. Okay. But I get it. That's a beanpole?
No, that's my
Oh,
ideal
okay. I was like, that's not a beanpole.
No,
What the fuck are
dude.
you talking about?
Dude, no, that's my ideal body type.
Yeah.
That's
That's pretty
that's
good.
like
That's
what I
pretty good.
base.
I'm really honestly not that picky. I'm more about like, can I talk to you?
Dude, no.
Like honestly, I understand.
No, like,
I understand what you're saying too.
Yeah.
But for me, it's really not. It's like, all right, well, like big boobs and a big ass and like all that. Like But at the same time, like when it actually in reality, when it comes down to it, it's like that doesn't matter. Usually, it's like, hey,
No, I'm with you there, but I wanted to.
Can't be obese. I'm sorry. I do have a cutoff line, and I'm chubby,
Every person does. Women
like-
do too. They'll.
but
Yeah.
you're like obese. You know, there's a certain point where I'm just like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. And like, I know I've reached that point now, and I know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
There's. I've reached that point now. I know. Now the I wanted to show you that so you knew why when I looked at like Margot Robbie, who's beautiful, but
yeah.
but if there's not. If there's not, there has to be a little more. Like, there's got to be a
Yeah.
little more curves there for me to be like, great. Because other than that, I'm just like, it's just preference.
Yes.
Well, I'm really don't like blonde.
Oh, I'm a blonde. Damn it. Fuck. He's right. Yeah. It's like.
No, it's like in this order, like brunettes, redheads.
Yeah. You said just black hair.
Black
So you just like blonde hair's not even up. Like, yeah, blonde hair, and you're gone. Yeah, like you're just out of there.
Yeah. If I look through my like track history, blondes are the serious.
I mean,
minority.
if I look through my track history, yeah, sure. But I mean, like,
My track history is
yeah, that's fair.
What, like Trish Stratus?
There's one
What do you mean
like
strong?
the worst.
Strong blonde? You mean like just like legitimately
Ratio.
blonde hair?
No,
or
ratio,
like,
ratio.
like built?
And they were strong blonde.
That's why I said like, what do you mean like Trish Stratus? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, you know, Trish Stratus, you know, I mean,
Jim
she had some
goes to the freezer. Oh,
I mean, she had
I didn't give him
muscle.
One. Take one right there.
She
Look in
beat
the
your
right.
ass.
Look in the
It's
door.
like Ronda
No, no, no.
Rousey.
Look in the door.
was
Take
hot.
one. Take one.
when she wasn't fighting.
Yeah, there you go, bud.
And then,
Get you in the rotation.
but
That's
you
my
knew
bad.
she would beat your
She was
ass.
hot in those like
On the
fitness
hatch, my
magazines
dude.
when she
Yeah.
wouldn't be like all roided out from
Right.
wrestling. But as I got older, I was like, that's not really
Misha Tate. Misha Tate's fucking
On
hot.
Instagram. Oh,
Ronda Rousey. Really?
Ronda Rousey. Dude, Ronda Rousey. I
Like man
handle me.
shoulders and
Well, you
I'd
couldn't
let her
stop her.
manhandle me.
You couldn't stop her from manhandling. That's what,
I wouldn't stop her.
she's the WWE Women's World
Wrestling
Champion or whatever.
Whatever it means. That.
Honey.
however, the dark-haired chick from Deadpool 1 had the match in her mouth.
Like
Oh,
his
no,
girlfriend?
She's
Right?
a
Yeah.
UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she was too. And
Her
I
a
was so
million-
upset. A rated R movie. You don't get to see her tits.
Her,
What world do we live in?
Her a million times before Rounder.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah,
I agree.
oh,
My
yeah.
girlfriend was so surprised when I said she was hot.
Oh no, I wasn't.
She's like, I gotta look at Ryan Reynolds. You got nothing. I'm like,
I think
are
I
you fucking
jacked it
kidding
once
me?
to
Like
that.
that chick right
Look
there.
at that bitch right there.
I think I jacked it once to that.
That's funny.
Did you really? Good for you.
Might have.
Probably.
And there's millions and millions of videos of.
It's more of an accident. I was trying to jerk off to Ryan
She's
Reynolds
not-
and then fucking the scene switched. And I was like, oh, it's too late.
Not the same. They enhanced her boobs. They enhanced her boobs. 100% they enhanced her boobs because like you look at her in the UFC like fight wear and everything, boobs small as fuck. In that movie, boobs big as fuck.
To be fair, in the UFC, their boobs look way smaller because they have to tape them down so much.
You don't tape your boobs down.
Yeah, you
UFC.
do.
Well,
Yeah.
No, you wear
spandex and shit
compression.
that, like,
you wear
squashes
compression.
that
You
stuff.
you don't.
Okay.
No, you don't.
That's
tape your
what I
boobs
mean.
down. You wear
Hanging
compression.
out.
No,
That's what I mean.
No, I'm like even compression. You can tell.
Because there's like
Chick-
Misha
if a
Tate
chick
has
big boobs.
No,
you
Misha
can
Tate
tell.
has big boobs, and when she gets in the ring,
She does not.
she has pretty big boobs.
Who?
C's max.
I don't know about that. Hold on.
Let's check it out.
This is gonna
We
be the
need a
weirdest.
way, we
Like,
need a way to get stuff on phones on the stream.
yeah, for
Pops
sure.
up on the side.
Yeah. Granted,
Little
Rogan
GTA
does that.
Like the
but-
little GTA thing. Like
Yeah. Ronda Rousey.
you just gotta have her fucking boobs on like Wikipedia.
That's what I'm saying. That's like the weirdest thing to look up.
Google it.
Dude,
That's
I'm
like
still
me trying to
surprised-
Google that one thing. Fucking Jimmy when I was on acid. It's like trying to fucking Google.
You're on acid now to say that you'd bone Ronda Rousey? Like I'm still not.
Oh,
That's
dude,
my brain
why
is. Still,
Why would you not bone her?
Ugh,
What about her?
nothing there. I can't think of one thing that I find.
You find
Feeling.
unattractive about her? Do that. Let's go that. Let's
her
go that route.
man shoulders, her proportions, body type, blonde hair. Yeah, she looks nothing like Ronda Rousey.
No, but like
so
way more
it's a
fit than I am.
terrible.
way more fit than
I
I
don't know
am.
being fit, but if you're fit and you look like Ronda Rousey, I'm
Ronda
not over
Rousey
here.
doesn't look
sitting
like a man.
here- You with me on that?
Ronda Rousey doesn't look like a man.
Alright, he's kind of got me, but our C is not big boobs.
They are.
That's what I think they are. 32C.
To me,
That's a healthy boob.
to me,
I
To me,
just saw your girlfriend.
Oh yeah,
today.
no, my current,
Yeah.
but check past doubles every time. Actually, towards the end,
Every time. It
Charge my
doubles.
fucking phone.
It doubles every time.
No. I'm saying double D's every time.
Oh, okay.
And then at the end, the one,
How are those not big boobs?
the one,
I mean,
the one that we all know had triples. That wasn't like a good triple. It was more
She's
of like a
actually hot,
you eat
like-
too much
Yeah,
triple.
she's Rhonda. Like I swear to God, like she has a feminine body. Rhonda does
Right.
not.
No, Misha.
Yeah,
She's
Rhonda does not have a feminine body at all.
like 100% attractive. I'm just saying.
She might more so now that she's like in WWE.
Maybe, but
Right.
anytime I've seen her on TV, I'm just like, that is a straight up man. Like, are we sure she didn't just
You know
chop her
Fast and the
dick
Furious, man?
off? Huh?
Like in that dress?
I mean, if
I have to
I'm
get
sure
like.
there's
Let me.
loads of
Show me.
fit-
Show
I'm
me.
just
Your
saying she
girl.
doesn't look that hot. You know what I'm saying?
She have like a mustache and shit on.
oh, that's
No, it's
odd.
some fucking WWE guy. yeah,
Ronda's
it's like
hot.
he's got a beard and everything.
Because I'm. Yeah,
Show me a picture of your girlfriend. That way I can get like an idea of what. Yeah. Not judge, but like
You're good.
judge. That's
Thing
still
is,
judging.
like she can't.
Like,
she
there's no-
definitely.
there's no-
Rhonda definitely can be hot.
There's no like
I think.
judging, like not going about that
I think
part.
most every girl can be hot if they put the effort
Whoa,
into.
whoa. Every girl can be hot.
I think most every girl.
You have standards. There are girls out there that are. Like I was a fuckboy once, and I'll be a fuckboy again. I'm an asshole, and I'll be completely honest. Like there's some girls out there I
what's
won't touch.
feminine about that?
I don't know what you're
Yeah,
saying here.
that's fair. But I mean, that's
So
when they're in the
fucking-
ring.
Like if my dick goes in it, I'd
Really
fuck it.
hard
Oh,
to.
that's like a dude's body. Am I wrong? I look
No.
at that and I
No.
see a dude's body that, like, kind of looks fit with a girl's head on it. Like that's how I'm picturing.
That's a
Her
that.
fit
tits are also
body. Come
compressed.
on.
Huh?
Tits are
Her
also
tits are
compressed.
compressed.
Matter? I'm pretty
Literally,
sure if they
no.
were
The men is
uncompressed,
like
it'd be
the
like a
men
boot
are
cut.
attracted to like literally the most like exploitive thing of a girl,
Voluptuous.
which is tit. That's why like 100% like free the nip. I'm down. Like please free the nip. Show me more.
Not free the
nudity.
dick.
Free the nip.
What?
No free the dick though.
No, free the dick. I don't want to see your
Sexist.
dick. I don't want to see your fucking dick.
Sexist.
Fuck all of you. I'll be sexist. I'll be as sexist as I can be when I say fucking tuck that shit away, please.
What if you don't have to?
Show me a picture of you with your dick tucked. I'm down.
That's weird, but all right.
Done.
I'm gonna go ahead when I upload this video on
gee,
YouTube. I'm gonna
you
put
never
Justin's
cheated?
email in the comments. Go ahead and send him your dick tucked in pics to his email.
Just saying, man.
Next
like, I'd
podcast,
rather-
we'll talk about it.
I'd rather look at a dude with his dick tucked than like a dude with his dick out. Jesus me all the way. Don't fucking show me.
Oh, you mean
Yeah,
like
yeah, the game, yeah.
maybe the game? Oh, dude, that's the Buffalo Bill.
What? No, that's the Jesus.
Goodbye, horses. I get it, but I mean,
Definitely a dark-haired person. You were just saying
that's
that.
definitely a dark-haired person right there. That
If
I'm looking
if,
at.
if non like
Yeah,
non
oh,
like
you don't have to drop your phone. It's
non
fine.
like
What?
I say you don't have to drop your phone. It's
non
fine.
like aggressive. Dead ass.
No.
Dead
Not
ass.
aggressive. To be fair, I mean that's the picture
But
that she took. That's a
the
post she
thing,
made.
Like it's. I mean, no pun intended, but assets. Like that's you gotta have.
Are you an ass person? Are you a tits or an ass person?
I'm an ass person.
See, I'm a tits person.
Oh.
Definitely a tits person.
Why
But
with
like,
Rhonda with her fucking like minus A's or some shit?
if she works
minus
out,
A
her ass
cheeks.
is already good. If she works out, her ass is already good. I don't have to worry about it. Like,
Oh, and it's not big.
But if you don't have like,
Bone
if
is
you
like
don't
what
have
makes
tits
the
at
ass
all-
look good.
If you don't have tits at all
Yeah.
and you work out that much, those turn into
She
pecs.
has tits.
Still
Ronda Rousey
gotta-
has
Those
tits.
turn into pecs, and then you're just fucking a dude.
See, the question is,
Yeah.
pepperoni nipple or non-pepperoni nipple? Can you handle pepperoni nipple? Because that shit's weird.
Weird.
Pepperoni nipple's weird to me. Really? I can't.
I'm just saying, the cone nipples will rise.
Get out of here with that negativity.
Dude, that is hilarious. Nipples as big as the sun for me.
Yeah. All
damn it.
nipple, no boob.
Where is this podcast gone?
Great.
God, it's great. I love it. I don't know. It started out, I wasn't know how the night was gonna go, and we turned into some crazy shit.
Pancake?
Pancake nipples.
Oh. Pepperoni nipples. I'm like,
Thing is you're already that deep in it, and you're like, ah.
yeah, no, you
Not
can't
gonna
back out.
stop.
Like, you're not gonna back out. No guy's gonna back out just because of
It's,
pepperoni
it's almost alarming
it's
though.
definitely like, it's definitely, it's a surprise. Like, you pull those bitches out and you're just like, ah, shit. I gotta deal with this for the next 5 seconds.
Next 5 seconds.
It's
Holy
still-
shit,
it's still
sorry.
kind of
I
alarming,
thought I just
though.
called up Papa John's and I got some pizza, but apparently that ain't the fucking deal. Yeah, like.
Oh my god. Nobody told me the deal
Instant
I was
delivery.
getting.
Yeah.
We were 2 mediums, not 2 larges.
You know what you do? The best way to come out of it is like, you want some sausage with those pepperonis? Meat lovers? Yeah.
It's crazy how many guys though like that bothers them. Because when I was at a bar in Kansas City when I moved back,
Yeah.
some girl just had like a massive rack and she's just hammered and everybody was like, "Show those titties," and so she actually did, and it was
Put 'em
pretty
away.
dark, but it was like they were huge, but it was like like as big as
Clearly,
my hand.
yeah.
And everybody was like, "Yeah!" Like you just. It was so funny. Like everybody was just like, "Yeah."
Never mind.
You heard somebody like, "What the fuck?"
It's like at a concert. It's like at a concert.
Poor
Like as a
girl.
kid, I was like all excited. I was like, you know, like everybody. Like,
Boobs.
yeah, boobs.
Boobs.
Like, boobs. And like the next 2 people like raise their shirts. I was like, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Same thing. It was like going to the strip
show,
club.
please. Back to the show.
Going to the strip club. He's like, I've never been to a strip club
I do
before.
not
It's like,
see anything.
I guess we can go to a strip club. Why not?
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you
fucking-
know. Don't get your
biggest
hopes up.
let out of my
Actually, not even don't get your hopes up. Lower them. Lower them. Lower those expectations right now. Lower.
Ass was great. Ass
Yeah,
was great.
it's like-
Ass was great. Ass was
We
great.
went to an all-black strip club. Of course, there's
Ass
gonna.
was great.
Yeah, like-
The ass was
and we didn't
actually
know that either.
the
We
standard
literally just
there.
went. It was like,
Ass
this is
was
a
the
strip club
standard
now. We'll just go in here, and then we walk in. Fucking like only 2 white guys aside from the
Where did you
one
go
white guy
to?
working right down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very?
Right. Yeah. It,
Right,
It used to be
a gay
whatever.
bar.
Yeah.
Which was another
Oh my
funny
God,
story.
Trying to get out of that
What's it called?
situation was a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Is it new?
Newer. It's like,
Oh no, not. I was thinking
Yeah.
of the sports bar.
which
Dixon's
one?
Sports Bar.
Oh
whatever. I
no.
was
Okay.
thinking
Yeah,
of
no.
that one.
It was funny because when we go in there, this is the only time I've ever been in there or whatnot. And this girl's, they're doing their thing, and I told them, I was like, I honestly really don't like strip clubs because it's very obvious that the girls are just there for trying to get your money and
Yeah.
whatnot, So like when they talk to you at all, it's just them saying, "Give me your money, give me your money," and I'm like, no. If I want to give you my money, I will
I'll initiate
talk
that
to you or whatever.
conversation,
Yeah. Don't walk up to me and now I have to feel bad
Yeah.
because I don't want to give you the fucking money because like you sucked or whatever. Like fuck that. No. Like if you get some cool shit, even if I don't think you're hot, you just get a couple dollars. Whatever. But
I still remember.
that's a lie. To be fair, I've never get any stripper. But no, that's not true. Actually, I did give one at Pleasures because she was like, "Hey, did you want to tip me for the dance?" And I was like, "Oh no, I was actually not even watching you. I was talking to my buddy who was the bouncer, which is the whole reason why I'm here." And she's like, "Oh, well, kind of rude of you to do that." And she like started laying into me. I'm like, "Here's $1." Basically,
Yeah.
and she fucking left, and I was like, "Hey, man!" Like, I finished my beer real quick, and they're just like, "Hey, I'm gonna go. Like, I don't want to fucking deal with this.
Yeah.
Fuck that."
No, I got. I won't say tricked, but me and my buddy, because he always, when I moved back, he's like, "Dude, strip club." I'm like, nah, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Nah.
And then we went to the casino. The first time I'd ever actually gone with the intent to gamble at a casino, and I made like 100, maybe $200 in like 30 minutes playing crap.
Damn.
I was like, I did not expect to have $100, and we already drank a bunch before we went. So now
Yeah.
he's like, "Dude, free money, strip club." I'm like, yeah,
Totally.
It's not my money. I don't give a shit now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went, and it was very like that because it's like, you saw my ex. It was just like a bunch of my exes like walking.
I
up
did not
trying
see
to,
your
like,
ex.
all talk for money, and I'm sitting here like, this is.
Terrible.
I've got thousands of red flags and reasons not to talk to you.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to give you money so you go away, so I'll just keep talking, and then.
Yeah.
I took my brother one time so he could get away.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Or Vegas strip club's like a whole other world.
I don't know because they're too goddamn expensive to get into.
It's like cover of like
$100?
$100.
Like, nah, not that much, but it's like, all right,
I'd spend 50
to
to
get
see
in the
some
door, to get in the door
I spend 10
is
every
at
month
least
just to see
25 to get in the door, and then it's a 3-drink minimum, and the
For
drinks
like
are at
$8.
least $10.
Oh wow.
So that's $55
That's like a
to go in
celebration
there.
of you
That
winning
is
big.
not
That's something you
giving.
do when you win big. That's why they do it probably.
Probably, yeah, but
We'll
yeah.
see some titties.
So it's like at least $55 to get in. Plus, then that's not giving money to strippers or anything. That's literally when you go in the door, you have to pay a cover and have to agree to say that I will get 3 drinks at
You got to give money to
cover. Strippers, no.
You're like, is this a strip
No,
club or
they're
a
just
stand-up?
guilt the
Like,
fuck out of
don't-
you.
You don't.
I mean, you
judge that?
could.
What?
You could say that.
Yeah, to
What
stripper.
if they deserve money?
The
or
thing
not?
is, in
Yeah.
Vegas, their tits
don't
probably aren't
deserve,
shit.
No, 100%.
Vegas is like
They're like the ones who spend money on their tits.
they're the top dollar.
Oh, yeah. That's
You
like-
go to
that's the
Vegas because you know
stripper
you're
Super
making
Bowl.
money. Yeah, the
Yeah.
stripper Super Bowl, exactly. I think they probably have that once a year.
HBO specials that showcase strippers
They don't
always
do
in
that
Vegas.
anymore.
Always
They don't
Vegas.
do that
Yeah.
anymore.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. They
One of them
all
got, like,
all
a
the
murder
specials.
thing.
All
Yeah.
the specials got rid of it because they didn't like the image they gave on the company.
What was that called?
Max.
No.
Stripper
It
Bowl.
was called G-string divas or something like that.
Oh,
no, 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 I know
yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah. Damn.
Like the borderline
Those
reality
fucking-
TV show one.
Yeah.
Soft
When
core
you're,
days.
when you're 12, man.
When you're
I've heard
12
softcore-
and your parents
Softcore porn is the
illegally
best
got Cinemax and you're like, oh yeah.
Softcore-
Show me
channel
them
13 through 15.
shoulders,
Channel
baby.
13 through 15.
Yeah, like-
I remember like the back of my hand.
14
Literally.
and 15 and 16, yeah. And you're just like,
Oh.
which one's the least fuzzy? And then you're just
No,
like
it
switching
wasn't
back
fuzzy
and
for me.
forth. It's like,
it was which one's the best? The
which one's the best? And now you're looking back, you're like, they're all garbage.
Me and Colton.
There's a hilarious-
No, best story I have. Me and Colton. We're down at his dad's house in Oklahoma. We're just hanging out, and his like parents are gone. Like I think they're like out having like.
Yeah, fucking, gotcha.
Little do they know we are also having an adult night. Me and Colton watched
Doing
The
the same
Hills Have
thing.
Thighs.
I remember the Hills Have
The
Thighs.
Hills Have fucking
That was the
thighs.
dumbest shit.
We're over here playing World of Warcraft with all the TV, like the big screen
was the
TV.
same shit I would just
with
put
the
it
Hills
on.
Have fucking thighs on. We're just like
so
chilling.
dumb. So
chilling,
fucking dumb.
The hills have
So
thighs.
fucking stupid.
Acting like we don't have like.
I remember my buddy
13-year-old
always
boners
talked
in
about
our
that
pants.
when like MySpace and Facebook would be like, put your favorite movie. My buddy would always put like those kind of like pornos. I was like shaving Ryan's privates. Like, and then well, Debbie Does Dallas isn't really a play on words or anything. It's not, but but shit like that. Like he would
Yeah.
make up those ones and
Dude, two things
God,
in
it's
Australia
funny.
were kind of funny. When Skinemax and all that existed, my mom got cable and it had the Playboy channel. And for the PIN number, she decided to use my birth year. This is when I was like really heavy into like Medal of Honor and online gaming. So my house was like the spot. All my local friends would smoke, drink, and my
yeah.
mom was always
Oh.
asleep. I had one parent. And I was playing all these games, and they just kept always every Friday night. All these guys would show up and just go watch TV. And I
What are
always
you
thought they were
doing?
watching Skinemax. No, they were ordering the fucking Playboy channel. So then my mom gets that cable bill of like 10
explain this?
charges,
Can you
calls me
explain
from her
this shit?
work, which is an open office, just screaming at me that I ordered the Playboy channel, and I was like, yeah.
I didn't.
Bro, fuck.
I'd say it wasn't me, but there's no way you're gonna believe that.
Yeah.
funniest story when it comes
Yeah.
to like porn is me and Caleb are like.
Already funny.
Yeah, me and Caleb, we're sitting on, and like Clint had to like left. He used to leave
Caleb
his
are
PS3.
sitting on it.
He used to leave his PS3 over at my house like all the time. And on the PS3, like internet browsing like was a thing you could do. Like you could go on that.
Yeah.
And so like we're just sitting there, and like we got left alone. We're just like, let's look at porn. Like 6th grade middle schoolers, like let's look up. Blah blah. We're sitting there just like watching porn. My mom walks in, looks at the TV, like just like in a trailer at the time, so like the door's right in the living room, like no hiding anything. There was no like scattering around to hide anything. She walks in, looks at the TV, and like looks at us, and we're like, "You guys hungry?" We kind of like look at her, and we're like, "Yeah." Like there was no like. We just kind of like, this is
Oh,
happening.
fuck.
That
Like,
was the
there's-
first thing the mom's brain went to is like awkward as fuck. Are you guys hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just like,
Didn't
yep.
see anything.
Goes
Didn't
in
see
the kitchen,
anything.
We're just like, we should probably turn this off. So we like, as she walks to the kitchen, we're just like, exit, blah blah blah. So what are we doing? Pizza, macaroni? Like, yeah, that sounds great to us.
Nice.
Like,
You guys want
let's
some
do it.
puss as a pizza?
There's so many cruel pranks with that shit. Like even as an adult, when I moved back to Kansas City, I went out with my friend Brian. I blacked out drunk. He had to drag me back inside. My brother gave me his room because I was just couch surfing. He
Yeah.
put like the weirdest porn on the TV and then just paused it and then left. And my mom has to walk through there all the time. So I got up and saw that and I'm like, what in the fuck was I trying to watch last night? And I'm like, and who's coming here and seen this shit? And so I walk out there and my mom's on the computer playing like Lineage or something. She just looks at me with this gaze of like, what in the absolute fuck? And I was like, good morning. I never mentioned it. I'm just like that. There's no way you didn't see that shit.
Yeah.
Like there was this like just the eye contact. I'm like, yeah, you think I'm a piece of shit. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And so now I get to worry about that image for the rest of my life. That still
Just
has
like
to come.
free to wake up like next
That's
to like
great. That's
good
a great
morning, like,
prank right there.
A bottle of like labeled
Dick.
a bottle of like labeled holy water is just like next to your like morning like breakfast thing that she like leaves for you to like wake up to.
And my buddy was like, hey, was the TV on when you woke up? And I was like, you motherfucker. Yes, it was.
Are you a piece of
Probably,
shit?
yeah.
Both answers yes. We're
Yeah.
moving on with our
And the other
lives.
stupid inside joke with Skinemax that me and my brother have is because when it wasn't the Playboy channel, it was Skinemax, and my buddies would come over and watch that shit all through the night with the volume off. Because when
Max, man, we could be up
Right.
all night.
and my brother's so innocent, he always wanted to be one of the guys, so he walks in there after he's hanging out with me and sees it on TV. And his reaction was like, oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're like 13. The problem was what was on the TV was a dude's naked ass. and they paused it because they heard someone coming.
Hold
and,
on.
And they both bust up laughing hysterically because back then
Right.
calling somebody gay was hilarious.
Hilarious, yeah.
And so to this
This is
day,
2010, all right? It's all
yeah,
right.
to this day, if I go up to him and go, "That's what I'm talking about," he gets so pissed off.
Does he really?
Yeah, because he still remembers. Like we gave him shit for that for
Oh,
a decade and more.
God damn it, that's so
Yeah.
awesome.
And then and he's like, "Oh, you
I'm
like that?"
talking
And he
about.
was like, "Yeah." And then they unpaused it, and it was a dude's ass.
Yeah.
No. That's because I muted the snowball. I muted the snowball. It's fine. Now it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Now it's not. Now it's not.
unplugged. It's unplugged.
Now it is.
Have we got 3 yet?
No.
Fucking out at 3.
Oh, wait, no. We have.
Hit 3.
Hit 3.
All right. Well, this is the Help Us podcast. Thanks for
Yeah,
listening.
yeah.
Bye.
Oh, yeah, fuck it. So, I mean, yeah, we're cool. That was really good, actually. I really like those
That
last
was a good
stories.
ending note, yeah.
I feel like that was a good ending note, you know.
Yeah, thanks, Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan, you're the shit, man. And that's what I'm talking about. So,
Oh,
So-
I hope he doesn't find this. He'll never.
no, for sure,
forgive me.
yeah, for sure. It's
Never forgive me.
So this has been Help Us Podcast,
Yeah.
episode 10.
The best podcast?
This might be one of the better podcasts for
Or you
sure. I
guys
hope
have
that the
just drank a
audio
lot
sounds
of
really
beer.
good. I hope the audio is real
hit
fucking
fuck it
crisp for
real
this
quick.
one. We did hit fuck it pretty quick, but go ahead and
Yeah.
check out our Twitter, Help Us _podcast.
Facebook,
Facebook,
channel,
Help Us
page, whatever you wanna
Podcast,
call it.
YouTube.
on
You
YouTube.
should probably
If you wanna
already
listen
see
to
it
the
here
whole
if you
Like
haven't.
and subscribe. Hit the
Come
little
watch it
bell
live.
for notifications when we hit our videos up.
Bell for notifications for sure. Sub to it.
Thursday.
Go ahead and follow Leaky TTV.
Mini
Sub to that too.
podcast.
That's what's not free. And
Selfless promotion.
Plugs.
Send us biddies.
plugs, biddies, donos. We'll take them all. Keystone,
Okay.
fuck it. Send,
Pornhub today.
yeah,
Brazzers.
go ahead and check out the on the YouTube video fucking description for Justin's email to send those tucked in dick pics.
Yeah.
Flood it.
Yeah.
Flood the inbox
You
with
know what? I
DMs.
really didn't think anybody saw our videos. I've got 9 already.
Crazy. Anyway,
Sucked in dicks.
this is going to be the end of Help Us Podcast number 10. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck you, man.